Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Dan and Bob Video Game.
Konnichiwa. Video games no Dan des.
Minasan.
Chris Wolfhard.
I am also Japanese.
Hakuse Agro!
I'm just libertarian, so.
Here on GigaBoots.
Well, you laughed so hard, Dan. You might not laugh when I tell you the pricing of the Xbox ROG Ally, which we agreed that I should save for the opening of this podcast.
I just.
Okay, basic one.
One second.
500 not.
Oh my! Wait. Well, okay. Go ahead. It's too late.
$599.99
For the basic.
for.
How much?
Now, do you want to guess? Do you want to guess how much the X is?
Yes. It's
Okay,
$1,000.
Bob, what do you think it is?
I think it's $800.
$999.99. Bob was right.
I knew it. There's no way they wouldn't.
That's what the leak was, but the lower model being $599.
Huh?
What is
How the fuck was the Xbox Portable and the next Xbox will cost $1,000 the same fucking thing?
Aggro, we're getting pretty close to this Xbox costing $1,000.
Yeah, they did jack the price up this week too. Jesus.
What is the X? What does the X mean? What is the?
It has a more powerful processor, a bigger battery, and it has more RAM and probably more storage.
Yeah, I'm mortified. The storage on the fucking normal one is okay. It's 512 gigabytes. Given the huge price difference, I was assuming it was going to be terrible. But the normal one only has 16 gigs of RAM. The X has 24. Have you used a Windows machine recently?
Oof. Man, they actually they bring this up during their TGS show, but of course they don't talk about pricing.
No, why would you? That could only result in people being like, "Yo, fuck this." Oh, but it's okay. This cool one. I think is it both of them? No, it is specifically noted on the X. The ROG Ally X 7-inch Full HD 120 Hz gaming handheld has AMD Ryzen AI Z2
My God.
extreme processor. I think that is actually baked into the product name. AI is. Because every company just started shoving AI everywhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Incredible.
They're all real stupid.
It's only going to go up. I got here just in time. Do I win too? No. Oh man, that's awesome. I bet people are really going to make optimized games for this $1,000 portable that are going to take advantage of these machine learning units like Xbox was saying, is going to be baked in and stuff. So, we're just going to get such amazing experiences from the machine learning processing power of this $1,000 Xbox used by 12 people who don't shut up about it ever.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. We'll all get the chance to experience it soon, since there's no way they're not porting this weird ass version of Windows 11 to real PCs.
I don't doubt it. I mean, this is the one where it was like, we need to tighten our belt and cut these corners and make our shit run well so that way a portable's ever a good experience. But we don't know that they've accomplished that.
No. When's this thing
That's
coming
true.
out?
And
Next month.
nobody reviewing it will be the only people reviewing it will be Xbox fanboys, so we'll never know.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I think
Which is fine because no one will buy it anyway.
Right. But I think it's pretty telling that during the TGS show, when they talk about this, they immediately lead into a bunch of smaller indie games you could play on it.
Interesting. Why wouldn't they show some cutting edge games on this cutting edge high end?
Yeah. I mean,
I just don't know.
Show us Starfield. Or show us Oblivion remastered. That's the biggest game Xbox is going to have put out in a billion years.
What about a pixel art
But would it?
Rhythm game?
No, show me Fable.
What about Doom?
Yeah, what about Doom? I heard that game was really optimized, so that should run on this $1,000 portable.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
I like chat going, unless Dan does. And it's true. Like, we will provably broadly be able to say no one bought it unless I bought it, in which case we all have to point out that I bought it. Like the PS5 Pro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, you know what's so fucking horrible?
What?
The ROG Ally might, perhaps, have more of a use case than the PS5 Pro.
Ugh.
The fact you have to think that long in itself is bad.
It's so complicated because it's like, well, the Steam Deck exists and is a massively better value proposition.
Anything's a better fucking value proposition than that $1,000 one.
Yeah, fucking, it's completely wild. I'm trying to imagine what the use case is.
Yeah, how much is the high-end Steam Deck?
Nowhere near
It's like
1,000.
$550, I think.
I think it's 600 plus. Let's see, Steam Deck OLED. Steam Deck OLED, which by the way, neither of these say they're OLED screens. The OLED is 550.
Yeah, neither of the OG is neither of the OGs are
what?
OLED.
That's
Wow.
Yeah, no. And of course, I mean,
Yeah, we
I
trash
haven't
on
used
this
it
thing
myself.
all the time. Like,
I don't know. But I imagine the Steam Deck OLED has a much better build quality. Which is weird. You would expect the thing made by ROG, Asus, to have good build quality. But no, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Steam Deck OLED with the 1 terabyte is $650. But the low-end version of this only has $512. So it's more fair to compare it with the $600 ROG Ally ROG Xbox Ally versus the Steam Deck OLED. So, you're spending $50 more. Windows games will run on this. How well they will run will be the question.
right?
I would hope better. This hardware is much newer, but it's not an OLED screen, so it's just going to look worse. It's just gonna.
Valve correctly assessed that having more than one set of specs for this was not a good idea. Like performance-wise, because then you don't know what the fuck to target.
Right. This Xbox portable, they have out of the gate just been like, these are two different specs.
I mean, that's their strategy with everything else, so why wouldn't it go for this too? That's obviously their thinking.
I mean, you're going to want like a main ROG Ally and then like a really good bedroom ROG Ally.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can't risk bringing the good one into your bedroom because your bedroom's that wild.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to get crumbs in it.
What are the crumbs from, Agro?
The bed.
What? Okay. So, Bob, do you think you'll be picking one up?
No.
No?
No.
But it looks so portable.
I'm sitting here like I haven't bought several games this year because they were $70. I'm not going to spend $600+ on a trash device that I'll never use.
But look at it.
I bought the Switch 2 already this year and have barely played it.
Like fucking, I had that experience once this year. This looks Unreal levels of just shitty, frankly.
Are
Like,
those
I'm not
fans on the front?
I think they're speakers.
Okay.
They better be speakers.
So yeah, just blow my face with the hot air from inside the device.
See, I can't mock this layout because I'm the person who bought that foam shell for the 3DS.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. They have texture around the fucking buttons and sticks.
They do.
Why would you put grippy texture there? Around the stick?
Maybe it's just like printed on there. It's not actually.
You think it's a printed pattern and not a 3D?
Right. Because I can't think of a reason you need a grip there. Like you'd put grip on the back of it, obviously, not there.
Mm-hmm. Spiff says Bedroom Ally sounds like a toned down version of Bedroom Bully.
Well, he's the guy you get to fight off the Bedroom Bully.
Oh my god.
So you change your hairstyle and your makeup and you post that Facebook picture that says, I could be your ally or your bully.
This is wild. I'm looking forward to reviews coming out for this. More so than anything. I'm looking forward to that.
I feel like it will escape only being reviewed by Xbox people. This will be put with just random people like a Digital Foundry will almost certainly do a video on this.
Right. Steam Deck fans will definitely want to see the benchmarks here. I assume everything unboxed or monitors unboxed, which spun off into everything hardware unboxed. That's what they're actually called. Will benchmark this and be like,
we might even get Gamer Nexus video on it.
I would hope. In an ideal scenario,
right?
We get a Gamers Nexus video.
I would love to see it. Like, yeah, no, this has about the build quality of your average pre-built PC.
I bought the portable and it came without both sticks of RAM installed. I bought the portable, the fans weren't powered. I bought the portable, the GPU wasn't even fully inserted. That would be hilarious. Oh, man. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. They're doing this now. 2 years from now, Sony will have a portable that's like an actual tailored experience with any effort behind it. And that will only make this age even worse.
Yeah, no, Xbox will too, Dan. They promised that they were making a real Xbox portable in addition to this.
They sure did do that.
That's definitely happening. They're definitely going to release hardware ever again.
That sounds insane when you put out this and have your name all over it.
Yeah, it's just a lie. Like, it's just a lie. Companies love lying. Remember when the DS was the third pillar between Nintendo consoles and the Game Boy Advance?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a whatever lie. That doesn't harm anyone, technically. Motherfucking, remember every time Phil Spencer has opened his mouth about Xbox?
Yeah. Literally every single thing.
We're still waiting on that emulator we could just run any game on.
Yeah.
I mean,
it will never not be funny that Nintendo insisted that, like, immediately before showing several sequels to Game Boy Advance games that would not be on the Game Boy Advance.
I don't know. I think this might be Xbox's most aged like milk moment, as it's already absurdly bad as a proposition. I cannot imagine 2 years from now, whatever they do, price-wise, performance-wise, quality of service-wise, I mean, using it as a device, it will even age as gracefully as the Series consoles.
2 years from now, I'm not even confident Xbox will still exist as a separate entity. It's like, that's how bad it is.
I think that this ROG Ally is like the preview of the next Xbox. Like, the next Xbox will be like a console version of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they basically implied such a thing.
Right.
Which is so wild. There was I guess we can talk about it now. Because, we're basically going straight into it. For anyone who's curious, Aggro went to Taco Bell real quick. He'll be back in a moment. He really had to go to the bell. He sent me a text and he said, I need to think outside the bun. And I was like, okay, sir, you go do it. Anyways, Costco has actually commented. Oh, that post disappeared. That's interesting. I wonder why. Let me go directly to the article. Costco reportedly commented on removing Xbox stock from all their stores, saying, we don't have any plans going forward to carry an Xbox console. They're just done.
Yeah, and I have to assume all retailers are going to be doing
this. Game takes up a lot of space. Like, if you're literally never selling an Xbox or an Xbox game, why are you carrying them?
Which, this is even weirder because Costco doesn't do that. Like, they don't have individual games very much. It's just, you can come in there and buy the hardware as a bundle with something. And there's like one little standee dedicated to this. And then there's the weird one-off, like, Donkey Kong gets a whole stand because it's Donkey Kong. People care. But for Xbox games, I never saw anything like that. For PlayStation games, I never saw anything like that. But they still carry the PlayStation and Nintendo. They don't carry the Xbox anymore, presumably because no one's ever bought one.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing for people who aren't aware, Costco sells in huge bulk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's not moving in huge bulk anymore? Anything Xbox. Like, literally. So, yeah, why would they? Why would they carry Xbox? The funniest part of this, I'm looking this up, okay? I'm looking this up. The source is, oh, hey, Agro, how's your crunch wrap? Is it good?
Yes. It has opened my mind to brand new vistas of this storm knocking out my power. What the fuck are you telling people?
Don't worry about it.
So you went to Taco Bell.
So, you got
I
hit
should
with
do
the
that
urge.
one week.
Yeah, you should just go. You think I wouldn't? The source for this is that Destin person on Twitter
Okay.
talking to a Costco rep. The funniest thing about this, okay, is as he explains, the quote and whatever, someone in the replies just goes, can at Costco confirm officially? And he goes, this is from Costco. I called them. They're like, no, I want a statement from the fucking company, dude, not just you. And that's really
They're
funny.
not going
to
to
me.
make a statement.
Yeah.
Like, why would you? Like, they're not going to make a statement. This doesn't matter to anybody except 3 insane people on the internet and people who want to mock those 3 insane people. Those are the only 2 demographics this matters to.
Worth noting,
I mean,
those
but I
3
really
insane
do want to
people-
mock those people.
Those 3 insane people, which, reminder, did not buy that Inspector Gadget game like they promised.
They aren't playing Genshin Impact or Final Fantasy 14 on their Xbox either.
No, they aren't. Very rude, actually. But yeah, no, what if I was planning on buying an Xbox at Costco? Sir, don't you already have an Xbox? But I want to buy another at Costco right now. It says here you're an Xbox gamer. That's your whole brand. You don't already have an Xbox? Costco, why are you doing this to me? I'm hanging up now. Yeah, this is...
Maybe they'll get back to Costco with their new console. Or maybe with the ROG XL.
Oh,
I
yeah?
can't imagine.
Yeah, the $1,000 portable?
Yeah,
We're going to
they'll be
sell
like,
those
yeah,
to
we'll buy-
Costco's nationwide?
Buy those.
Man, I can only assume this is good, like, because it can't be like now. It's going to be literally 0. It's functionally 0 already, but after the most recent price hike, it will be literally 0. So how long before, like, you want an Xbox, you buy it online or you go to GameStop?
Yeah, I don't see why a person would buy a new Xbox ever again. Just because the new price MSRP is so intendably high.
Yeah, no, that's...
What are
They
they
don't even
doing?
want to sell it.
Just stop shipping things.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, you're wasting everyone's time at this point. Yeah, which is weird because now I'm like, well, now I can't get rid of the Series X. And maybe I shouldn't have ever gotten rid of the Series S. In case we want to play the Series S versions of games for content in the future. Oh, it's going to cost $700 by year's end.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, it's just like crypto. I should just buy a bunch of Series S's.
The value is going to go up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to sell them easy.
Yeah, Mega 64 is going to have to do that video again, but now they're going to have to treat it instead of like gold, they're going to have to treat it more like crypto. Or it's just like, I bought 17 Xboxes and turned them around the next month for thousands in profit and you can't too. How come Sony didn't make my PS5 Pro more expensive? Hurry up, Sony. Make it even more expensive. It's not going fast
Didn't they do
enough.
that?
They didn't do it enough. It needs to go up $200.
Well, don't worry. Give it a month or 2.
Apparently, they're shipping out a new model of Pro right now. I believe the rumors were. So
Yeah, in Europe, I hear.
Why?
it might have less
I-
storage again.
I believe the revision
Oh, yeah, they're doing
makes it
the-
more
they're-
energy efficient.
Interesting. Hey, Bob.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah?
All right.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
I noticed something back there.
What are you talking about?
There's like behind,
Like this?
right-
Like that?
yeah, that seems to be
That
a tiny girl's frozen body in the background.
Huh. She looks like she's doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Why are you freezing women, Bob?
Bob, when you freezing women?
I didn't do this. I don't know why people think I would have done this. I too am surprised.
She's right next to you. This is good enough for a badly written murder mystery. So we played Murdered Sole Suspect.
Jesus.
Seems a lot worse than I thought it was.
So here's the best part. I didn't know shit about it. Aggro?
Is it 7th gen Western Ghost Trick?
Yes.
Stunning.
But more impressively, that might be the dumbest video game we've ever streamed. Not the worst.
No.
It's pretty functional, but it's pretty stupid. So, Aggro,
I mean, that cover's pretty hardcore.
here's how the game works. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to detective your way out of a room. The mystery in the room you must solve. Why did the murderer murder them? You go into your mind palace. Words are floating everywhere. Evidence is floating everywhere. And you have to select the murderer murdered them. The top of the screen literally says, why did the murderer kill them? And you need to select the evidence. The murderer killed them.
Oh, I hate that I have played enough detective games and detective segments to believe you when you say that.
That's what every single one of these comes out as.
There are moments where you ghost possess someone and you need to influence them. So there's a moment it's like, what would make her think about the killer is the text at the top of the screen. And I shit you not, you go, the killer? And she goes, the killer. And then she thinks about the killer. And of course, as you can imagine, the ability to make her think about the killer by telling her to think about the killer is unlocked via you staring at a random object in the room that makes you go, oh yeah, the killer.
Honestly, that sounds like an amazing power. I've been trying to get people to think about the killer my whole life. But pitching classic Hong Kong action films is a lot tougher than you'd think, especially when they're in license hell.
Maybe, have you ever thought of just going, hey, you should think about the killer?
Would that work if I'm still contained within this flesh prison?
I don't know. Kill yourself.
You know,
Doing it
I
for
think
you,
the sequel
Sean.
to this game is going to be a great display of meta AI's capabilities.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, there's so many layers where it's like you don't have some fundamental underlying technology that justifies this level of brokenness when it comes to cohesive thought.
Yeah, no, it's just the writer was a moron.
It's really quite something. There's also, it's got the proper nouns problem where the proper nouns sound so weird in the way they're implemented in sentences and also just what they named the proper nouns that a bunch of people were like, so what was the original language this was written in? Or like English. It has a Japanese writer on it though, so there's a good chance they wrote the thing and they're like, whenever you go to talk about that, call it this. And it's like, oh boy. It's a little stilted.
The
Yeah,
actors are just bad. At least for your main character. Chris was constantly pointing out, this guy just sounds drunk.
I think okay, so here's what I think. They wanted to make him sound like he had a cigar in his mouth. So half of his takes are cigar in his mouth sound, and the other half he pulls it out, or cigarette, because that's his thing. Somehow he dies and his cigarette comes with him, so he ghost smokes dead cigarettes. Yeah, it's man. Story is credited in Japanese, but all the writers are American. Yeah, I don't know. It has the proper nouns thing. That's a little weird. So imagine the opening of this game's doing a David Cage moment. Very intense QTE stuff. You died and your character goes, I need to get back in my body, then I'll come back to life. So you do a limb per limb QTE to put your limbs, Your ghost lives back inside your real limbs. And that shit doesn't work. Someone comes out and shoots you to death completely. And the entire rest of the game's basically never, ever, ever like that again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was too expensive.
It was really fucking weird. I don't know why they punked me like this. Why did they punk me like that? Why would you make the opening so like, hey, you know David Cage games, here you go.
Right. And then
Anyway, we're nothing like that.
everything else is that the horrible detective mini game we talked about of like, oh, you click on the things to get the evidence that is always leads up to there was a killer.
Uh-huh.
Are you asking why 7th Gen game had all the money up front?
Usually when it's up front, it's more than 5 minutes.
And it's more impressive than a guy sticking his limbs within his limbs. It's like an explosion or any demolition. You know, like Portal 2 when they do the... No, this is a guy tries to lie down on the street inside his own body, and please be impressed. This game takes place in Salem. It may involve witchcraft. At a point in the game, you go to the Salem Witch Trials Museum exhibit to learn about the Salem Witch Trials. And it's so funny because it's like, motherfucker, you live in Salem.
Right?
How do you not heard of this? Live in Salem and then you're like, I didn't even notice that some of them were being hung with rope and others drowned and others burned at the stake.
Yeah, they have a police war room about this killer who's been killing people in very obviously ways that witches were killed. And somehow no one had put it together in all these years.
We're living in Salem.
Right.
Right? It was kind of impressive.
I'm sorry. There's a museum that said that they burned people in Salem?
There is a museum where they show 7 different ways of executing witches that had occurred. And one of them was like, yeah, this rock crushed a witch. And then later you get to see the perp crush a witch with a statue and just like brain her with the rock. And it's really amusing.
I think the part that had me screaming.
Uh-huh.
Aggro?
Uh-huh.
What is the core ability you would say of a ghost?
Non-consensual blowjob.
True. So true.
Okay, we were
Passing
looking
through
for
walls?
not be
There we
passing through walls. Now, you can pass through walls once you're inside a building. You can't pass through them from the outside because, as the character helpfully explains, every single building in this city was consecrated, so ghosts have to use the fucking door.
That's not how any part of that works.
No. We were laughing so hard.
And when they can't use that as an excuse, they have
Ghost objects.
Yeah, ghost objects like dead wheelbarrows and stuff you can't get by.
A boat. Fucking just random just stocks to put people in. 3 of them in the street, so you can't go down that street. Those are in the way. You'll never get around them.
Jesus.
It's pretty impressive.
Also, for some reason, this game is a fully interconnected world, which just makes the entire thing feel like it takes place within like 2 streets of each other.
Yeah, no, like the full size of this game is maybe 1 square mile. All of Salem. It's fucking incredible because the locations are like, oh, we have to go to the spooky cemetery. It's right there. We have to go to the hospital. That's next door. We have to go to the old mansion where they murdered people. That's 1 door over.
Oh man, this is the place we start where we get killed. The actual police department is like 50 steps away.
It's true. They're like, nah, don't go in there alone, man. Oh, geez. Anyway,
I mean,
we could see
if I
him.
was building a town, I'd want the police station right next to the house where they murder people.
But that was just a house where they murdered someone, and also there was another murder a while back, but that wasn't relevant to the story. In fact, this game is full of irrelevant stories that are just weird, and in any other context may have added a sort of lived-inness to the world, but in this, it came off as like, hey, wouldn't it be fucked up if this happened in this world? And I'm like, no, because this game's such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm really not taking the I fed her daughter to my pigs and then fed her my bacon I made from my pigs. Is it that fucked up? As the ghost just stands there while she gives a tour of the cemetery. This game's really something.
Did you see the resolution of whatever side quest was about the car accident?
No, we never got that.
Stopped working. We even found what was probably the last clue of that way later, but it refused to actually progress anything.
So, it really came off like they were going to, don't worry, you didn't drunk drive and kill yourself and your friends, the woman did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that sounds like what was going to happen. Which this game loves women.
Oh yeah, it sure fucking does.
I mean, it's a 7th gen game. What 7th gen game doesn't love women?
You know what's fucked up is that all the absolute worst 7th gen games about women are never any of the ones anybody brings up.
Yeah.
I don't understand. This game loves women. What's wrong with that? Would you like to elaborate on what it means to love women?
Well, you see, you have a wife.
Okay, okay. You know what? I'll do this. Hey, Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Bechdel test, right?
I do.
I'm not the hugest defender, proponent, or whatever of the Bechdel test because humans are all interconnected. So it's understandable that, you know, a certain amount of time you will eventually run into referring to a person that is relevant to a story because of the interconnected lives everyone leads. That is male. Your dead wife cannot utter one syllable that isn't about you. She has 38 text logs. She is not a character. She is just a puff piece for you for 38 fucking text logs in a row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not like any of these qualities she supposedly is endeared by are like displayed by this fucking sack of ectoplasm they call the main character.
He has so much swagger.
Yeah,
I do think it is very much like the prototype of the Days Gone relationship.
It's true, but like, suck all of the character out of Deacon Days Gone's wife. Mm-hmm. Like, just fucking completely caricatured that woman.
It is hilarious because there's like one cutscene where her brother's like, "Oh yeah, she has a mental illness," and that doesn't come up in the logs at all.
We went 20 whole logs, and then she once referenced, "He even tolerates my mood swings." And I'm like, I'm so sick of your shit.
What is this? Does she have female hysteria? Does Salem just only have like psychiatric dictionaries from the 1800s?
Yes, apparently.
Like, what the fuck?
Well, they're still doing shock therapy, so maybe.
They're like, here's what we're big fans of here in Salem. Brace yourself. Women are crazy.
This almost comes off like at some point they were making it a period piece initially, and then they were told it had to be modern day, and they just didn't change anything.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I was a little thrown when I saw the cell phone at one point. I was like, wait, what? When does this?
Fair. Yeah.
I think that was the first time I went, wait, what the fuck?
Because like 20% of those wife text logs are basically devoted to why does the main character look like a noir detective?
Uh-huh.
I love this. Salem's motto, women are all the same. Thank you, chat. I didn't know that was Salem's thing. That's crazy.
I like that through the game there are tons and tons of collectibles for stories we never finished. So we were just like the first thing we started collecting was ghost water heaters.
He's not exaggerating. We enter the apartment building and it's like, congratulations, you gathered one of 13 ghost water heaters. Collect the other 13 to solve the mystery.
Of how a water heater dies?
I don't know. We didn't solve it.
We collected over 80 or 90 collectibles, and none of them were enough of a single thing to get us a single story completed.
That's...
Yeah, we started making banjo noises as it happened.
Yeah, because it was like one of them got as high as 15, and I started cackling. I was like, "Oh, we need the 15 ghost gas cans to solve the mystery of the eternal fire."
Anytime you were trying to find what you needed to do to progress, it felt very Banjo-esque as you just prod like every single item in the environment. Like, are you somehow going to give this dipshit the epiphany of the killer killed someone so we can move on?
Yeah.
Man, you dogged on Deadly Premonition. This is like if Deadly Premonition was 1,000 times more stupid.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
At least Deadly Premonition has suspects. Multiple.
They remembered to do that. They remembered to have multiple reasonable suspects and no cop-out writing-wise.
Well, why would you have multiple suspects in a game called Soul Suspect?
It's spelled with a U. Because he's a ghost. It's a soul suspect.
Honestly, every time I hear the title, I hear that song by Train in my head.
It does have the exact same problem as Life is Strange, where you get like 60% of the way through and you're like, so there's a mystery. It would be insane for them to introduce a new character who is the culprit. So who has a high fidelity model and therefore has to be the killer?
Yeah, that's so regrettable. And also the mystery's so fucking transparent that it's like, you effectively solve it by paying attention within the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's 6.5 long.
That's the Veilguard problem where a major twist is obvious immediately, and then it wants it to percolate for 70 hours.
Yeah, that's just rude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I have a weird tangent to go on here. I feel like more people would be buying these bloated AAA games with these shit leveling curves and stuff if action replay was still a thing. If I could play Veilguard right now and every enemy took one hit, I'd probably buy that game. I'd probably be like, fuck it, we're just gonna cruise through this goddamn story.
I'm waiting for the first game where like the publisher is like, this isn't selling. Every review is the story is good, but the combat is bad. Put in a God mode.
Yeah.
There was some game recently that did that, where it just had like turn combat off mode. I don't remember what it was.
The accessibility features and stuff have been getting more and more like that, so I don't understand why.
I do feel like I see a lot of games with story difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this isn't. It went even further than that. It was like explicitly enemies will die in one hit.
Yeah, it basically came across as we have removed combat. Like that was how strong the verbiage was. It was kind of impressive.
But I don't remember what game it is.
Hades 2 has a God mode. Well, yeah, that makes sense. What else would you play as? No, I don't know. Hades 2 seems like the exact sort of game that's weird to have a God mode for, because I guess a lot of people wanted to experience the story and stuff, but if you don't die, then you're not engaging with it, at least in Hades 1, the same way.
That's true.
Yeah. Huh. People are saying Final Fantasy VII R for Switch 2 and Xbox has it. There we go. So now we know what.
Okay, that wasn't what I was thinking of, because it was something I played.
Oh, really?
But I cannot remember what the fuck it was.
I'm curious to see how that does, because yeah, if you could cut the combat out completely, that would be preferable for that. But if I have to worry that it's like they don't do enough, so it's like, no, I need things to die in one hit.
I really need this right now. Yeah, I don't know that there's a whole lot else to talk about with Murdered Soul Suspect, but apparently Wooly and Liam, formerly of Super Best Friends, I believe, and Castle Super Beast, Liam's on, or Wooly's on now, kept getting blamed for everything in the game by chat.
Yeah, they did QA for it, I think. They used to be QA testers.
So obviously they made the whole game.
Obviously. We actually played the PC version. And the funny thing about the PC version is if you have VSync on, it will cap it at 30. And if you have VSync off, it runs at uncapped frame rates and all the pathfinding for everything in the game breaks. So what you have to do is force the 60 frames per second cap at a driver level, and then it works fine. I was honestly surprised it didn't crash.
Yeah.
So good job. Good job, guys.
Oh, before we move on, we do have to talk about the incredible stealth segments that make up at least half of this game. Where
They reminded us of Lords of Shadow 2 with the rat segments and the Space Marines that blow you up.
They introduced the mechanic of there being random demons wandering around, which they don't explain in story-wise at all. They're just like, these are a thing. Watch out for them.
They're demons. They come from the demon pit. And I'm like, sir, I have more questions. They're like, goodbye.
Maybe you should have collected more water heater ghosts.
God damn it. It's true.
I guess. So yeah, you just have to like, there's ghost shadows sitting around in various parts of the environment you can teleport between.
Okay, Aggro, imagine an ethereal ghost standing there, wispy and white. Okay? Just a figure. Now melt it and make it goo. Just like, it's still human-shaped. The features aren't very visible, but it's there, it's tall, it's white, it's pale, it's wispy, and it's melted. They have like 70 of those in a fucking room, and those are called the hide. You can use hide, capital H, every time. To hide in the ghost hole? Question mark?
God.
And this is how you deal with the demons. You just jump into those and completely disappear. Because the demons can't sense you in that, whatever it is.
Right.
Mythologically speaking, I have no idea.
Yeah, they didn't want to explain that.
They didn't want to explain anything that had to do with gameplay.
And then if you sneak up behind the demon, he just rips the soul out of them and kills them.
Yeah. Your ghost guy your main character if you sneak up on a demon, you start going, ugh, and then he turns around and you go, yank, and he dies instantly.
This is starting to sound like a very rich and deep story world.
They never mention any reason why he'd be able to do this or what this is even called.
This game is very, like, it fits in the same hole as Unknown 9. Where it's like, all of our ideas were bad and we will only be notable in being weird and bad. Except Unknown 9 isn't even going to get that because nobody knows it exists.
Yeah, it's literally the four of us in our audience, and that's it. The end of this, though, definitely does the thing that Tristan Newcomb made fun of at the end of that one movie, where it's like, just spend the final chunk just setting up for your cool sequel in a way that's fucking cringe. Just be like, I thought I'd find peace, but now I realize my work's not done. And I'm like, no, it is done. You did it. That was this game. Go on to the afterlife. What are you doing? He's like, wouldn't it be cool when we do a second Ghost Cop adventure? I'm like, wasn't the first time. Get going. Go to hell.
So yeah, for a second, I thought you were talking about that part of Summer of the Chew Toy Soul where purgatory is described.
That's... Oh, man. That'd be awesome. It just goes into that. Yeah, no, it's... God. I like Kogashi in chat saying, and then he does go on to the afterlife, but they just fail to establish that. By that, Kogashi means off camera across a road, you hear his wife say a thing, and he looks that way and he walks, but it's just him crossing a street. There's like no afterlife glow. It's not the bridge that you go to at the very beginning of the game. Also, another weird part of this game, Aggro. Your wife is established exclusively through text logs. A cutscene at the very beginning where you get to see her real brief and experience anything resembling the afterlife, and then basically nothing until her brother goes to her grave to tell her that you're dead. It's so weird. It's to the point where we were like, did they retrofit a wife into this story? Because they were like, man, this guy's just an unlikable schmuck. So then they try to gas him up into the fucking text logs from his wife. He's so badass with his bad boy swagger.
This was the era where they did shit like that. Also, the whole, I just kept thinking of Deadpool 2, where he keeps going into the afterlife with his love interest.
God, I could not imagine seeing this and then being like Deadpool 2. Because I haven't seen Deadpool 2 in forever.
Yeah, I saw it real recently. I saw it like within the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Weirdly enough, I had no lessons from Chad on that stream. There were none. Everyone was too flabbergasted by what the game was doing to say something wilder than what was going on in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it all seemed muted in comparison. But last Friday, Bob and I played, and I'm going to have fun typing all of this out. Unless you wanted to say something before we move on.
I guess the only other thing, it was really, really funny at the very end of the game. It was completely out of money. So we retraversed area, like 2 different areas, and the final battle takes place at a place we've already been once. And the boss is walk to this character within 10 seconds. There's no obstacles, just walk to them. Then do that again.
Technically, there were demon pits on the ground, and if I walked straight into it like a dipshit, then I wouldn't have been able to walk to them in, I think it was actually 15 or 18 seconds. It was a pretty casual stroll. It was real good.
Yeah, but that's it.
Okay. Last Friday, we did the Katamari Damacy Plus We Love Katamari Plus Nobi Boy mega stream. The only lesson to come from chat out of that one was don't feed your wife the banana snack. Apparently, people do not think that's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't not seem wise. I think the chat was right this time.
I don't know. It's pretty contentious, actually. Chat, you should play Katamari Damacy. It's really good. It's a really good game. I don't even know how to describe the joy of Katamari Damacy to you, a human who has not played it. That's it. It's a delightful time. It's an absolute classic. God, it was so awesome when that game was just $20 on a store shelf and completely new and like, what the hell's this?
Yeah, no, it's just bizarre. Like, there's literally nothing like it, especially back then. Like, yeah, very interesting. It was fun going through the same thing of like, oh, We Love Katamari seems neat. They have all these ideas. Oh, the creator seems like they might dislike having made it.
Yeah, it seems like they're really not in love with the fact they had to make a sequel. Most of this game seems to be about fan reception and the onus on them to make it good. That's weird.
Yeah. And then all the music's kind of like bad remixes of the first game, almost intentionally to like upset you.
Some of them are just going for Mario Paint-esque YouTube poop remix almost. Or the cow says remix to make the song from the first game, which is funny. But that game's there's much more there to do. Like, it's asking you to stay there longer, and the soundtrack is mostly remixes, if not completely. So it doesn't land as good as the first one.
Yeah, and they also try and be more difficult, which just ends up being like not great.
It's kind of funny the way they find difficulty, though. They're like, no. Dodge all these cow-shaped things.
Yes.
These things with cow patterns and these things that are cow. You need to get the biggest cow. Don't just run into the first cow.
By the way, we put a cow directly in front of you. You can't see it because your ball is bigger than it.
And that's funny as hell. That's absolutely hilarious. They know what they did.
They do.
They absolutely know what they did. But even that is like a really great time. Fantastic fucking video game. And we also subjected our audience to Nobi Boy because they need to know about how boy stretched enough that girl could wrap around the entire solar system and get big. Unfortunately, we couldn't show them normal gameplay before they got introduced to the end of the video game that came out 8 years after the game launched because people finally stretched boy enough. Which that game was still live. Yeah, you can play it if you have it. But it's delisted. You cannot buy Nobi Boy anymore. I don't know why that would be.
Weird.
Yeah. It got delisted about 9 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they would do that. 7 years ago.
Yeah, I guess there's... they delisted before they even finished. Like, he was finished, though, so I guess there isn't that excuse.
Hmm?
They delisted it before it got completed, right?
No, that was
Okay.
the ending.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that the ending got found after they delisted it.
No.
Okay.
You're confusing it because I'm saying the ending got reached 8 years after it came out.
Mm-hmm.
The game got delisted 7 years ago from now.
God, that game is ancient.
That game is fucking ancient. That does mean it was like halfway into 8th gen before they got girl around the solar system.
Right.
It was a chunk into 8th gen before they finished getting girl around the solar system. But they did it, goddammit. And now her face is just permanently in the sky. In Nobi Boy, you eat things and then stretch your worm-like boy who's a cat dog-like situation, but there's no other organism. It's just boy in his butt.
Uh-huh.
And you stretch him to make him long, and this is good. That's the game.
Yeah, I
if you
forgot.
can call it that. It's more of a toy.
How literally nothing was in this game.
You forgot?
I knew there was almost nothing, but there is just nothing.
No, it's just a fucking weird thing.
Yeah, I thought that there were at least different stages you could load up to eat different things.
You can go to different stages.
Okay.
I think falling. There's a specific thing you do. I think it's going back indoors, and then you'll come out in a different place.
Okay.
But that's about it. Sometimes random things happen, like he sings the Metro Cross theme.
Right, and that's cool.
It's great. But it's it's less a video game and more of like a really neat interactive toy. I remember this was a weird moment for us as we were like, yeah, we fucking love Katamari. And then that came out and we bought it and we were like, oh, weird. So I somehow still have not played Wadum or To a T.
Mm-hmm.
I need to. But you can understand me maybe waiting a bit after Nobi Nobi Boy. And I'm like, how do I know it's not a playground? How do I know I don't buy this game and it's just literally a playground? The guy said he wanted to make playgrounds, and gamers kept saying, no, make video games. I'm just worried I'm going to boot this game and it's going to be a literal playground. That's a true story, by the way, about Keita Takahashi. He's like, yeah, no, I've been designing playgrounds. It's quite the career path.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we finished that. But our PS3 was booted. And Nobi Nobi Boy took us like 20 minutes at most to do everything we could do in it. So we thought, why don't we play Hysteria Project? Chat doesn't know what Hysteria Project is.
Yeah.
That was a fun time. Chat was amazed that was a game sold for money.
Uh-huh.
For people who haven't seen it, Hysteria Project is a QTE-laden, choices-driven horror game where you need to survive and escape the cabin in the woods from the spooky guy who's basically the guy from Deadly Premonition.
Yeah.
This came out before that, so really, the Raincoat Murderer or whatever starts here.
Mm-hmm.
Deadly Premonition or Hysteria Project was a PlayStation Minis game. So chat, on the PS3, there was a thing called PlayStation Minis. You could buy it from the store. And it not only ran on your PS3, it ran on your PSP. And these were like small little games. And SNK ported some of their arcade games over to this. But like any dev could just make a small game easily without getting a big expensive dev kit and stuff. And that's what enabled people like the people who made Hysteria Project to bring their amazing iPhone game over to both the PSP and PS3 at the same time. And what an amazing experience. You just don't know what you're missing without initiatives like PlayStation Minis going nowadays. Right, Bob?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you even mentioned it's all live action. It's incredible.
It has a bit rate, not a good one. The videos are very, very, very chunky to the point people are like, what am I looking at? And I'm like, he's running. It doesn't matter what's supposed to be on screen right now. The important thing is that he's running and you're scared as the player.
It has maybe the funniest death sequence in anything ever. We've been referencing it since.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. You're sneaking through these... They set up wires to detonate bombs to keep you out of an area. And if you fail the QTE, it cuts to a it's first-person perspective still. Your guy stares at the tripwire, reaches his hand out, and just pulls it down as though it's a lever. And then it explodes and kills him as they put like 3 After Effects explosions on the screen and a cracked lens thing. And then it goes, you are dead. But it has like a small sentence it's always hilarious. It's like the last thing you heard. Almost every death in the game is the last thing you see is a shadowy man running at you with an axe and he splits your skull.
This one was the funniest because it says your closing got caught on the wire and it tripped it off and exploded. It's like,
which is
that
not
is
even
not
vaguely
what happened.
I didn't have any lessons from chat on Hysteria Project, but somebody had the question, why would France look like the forest? The game's made in France. They were very confused by this, though.
Does France have forests? I
Chat's
guess.
wondering. These are the important questions. I haven't been to France, so I can't confirm anything. You can't trust what you see on the internet, so I don't know. But someone probably does. Maybe, somewhere. Bob, did we play anything else? I think that was it. Oh, wait. No, our best game that we played in the last week was in the middle.
Right, we started the Demon Pit. Yes, that's what it was.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
Batman Dark Tomorrow is Kemco's greatest video game. Kemco known for porting those Mac Venture games to the NES and making a lot of product since then. Who knows how they got the Batman IP to make a GameCube and Xbox video game, but they sure made Batman Dark Tomorrow.
This is basically a beta version of Arkham Asylum.
It has a
I
lot
think
of the same characters.
if you ever make a game where do this one thing off to the side in the final level or you get the bad ending, you should be jailed.
It's again, the funniest, most insane part is that it just locks you into that. Because it has save files, but if you saved on this side of the door, that's it.
Yeah,
it's over.
That's ludicrous.
You have to beat the whole game again to get the good ending.
There's no other thing like that in this game. Nothing else that would even imply there would be something like that. And then the end of the game is that.
And the amazing thing is, like, so normally when you beat the game, there's a game or when you die in the game, there's a game over screen, and it just goes game over. Hit this thing. Select your utility belt you want to bring, and then go back in. This literally shows Batman die or the world get blown up. And then it just throws you to the title screen. It's like, no, that was an ending. And I'm like, then where are the credits and music? And they're like, no, that was an ending. I'm like, what the hell? You beat the good ending, though, and you get a weirdly out-of-place romantic song.
Yeah.
That's sung by, I believe, a Japanese singer. And so it's got a little bit of English in there, but it is fantastic and lovely, and I'm glad that was there, and we just made fun of Murdered Soul Suspect for not having a song anywhere near as bold. Yeah, strong I Am the Wind vibes from that song. It's really powerful stuff. I love it. More people should hear that song. Absolutely. What a fucking video game. See, here's the thing. Bob had to play because I knew too much from watching Masami play it. Like, the one thing everyone should know, you have to crouch to talk to women. Batman cannot talk to women while standing. He must crouch to talk to women. This is important to know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, he's 7 feet tall. He has to appear less intimidating.
Especially when they're crouching. He would never be able to project his voice downward in a way that doesn't terrify women. Yeah, but no, Bob was pointing out, and other people in chat were pointing out, like, a ton of the characters in this literally are in Arkham Asylum. They even have Ratcatcher. Everyone loves Ratcatcher.
And Zaz.
Oh God, don't talk about Zaz. I was shocked Cassandra Cain Batgirl was in here. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think
wow.
The only people were saying that's the only time she's appeared in any like other media.
Yeah, any other adaptation.
That makes sense because she didn't get to be Batgirl for very long before nostalgia wankers put Barbara back in the suit.
Wasn't she in that Batgirl movie that they like canceled and then disappeared?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe.
There's also Oracle.
Yeah, we got Oracle. We got which Robin was that again? It wasn't Dick Grayson.
Was it Tim Drake?
Oracle was Barbara Gordon.
No. We're saying we also got a Robin. We got Tim Drake, yeah.
Okay.
We got Tim Drake Robin, we got Oracle, we got Cassandra Cain. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, we got the whole Bat family.
We got Ra's al Ghul. We got the Joker, the Junkler.
The Joker who
You got Ra's al Ghul's weirdly consistent like muscle who stands next to him and fights Batman sometimes.
You got Mr. Freeze that you kick in the dick 18 times and that's the whole boss fight done.
Oh god, the first boss fight's the only hard one in the game. It's messed up. It's so messed up.
It's completely screwed that the first boss fight is this inscrutable nightmare.
And it's against... His name isn't Blackface.
It's Black
Mask.
Mask. It's the villain Blackface.
Did you know that that the Blackface was literally the name of Metalface in Xenoblade? That's why his name is. He's like the only one who's in a color.
Oh,
Because the other mecha people are named like Green Face, Red Face,
I
but
did
he
not
was
know
originally
that.
Black Face,
That's
and now
funny
he's
as shit.
Metal Face.
That's funny as shit.
It's like how in Yu-Gi-Oh there were these cards called Fortune Ladies, and they're all different elements. So like in Japan they were Fortune Lady Fiery, Fortune Lady Watery, Fortune Lady Earthy. They took the E off for America because one of the elements in Yu-Gi-Oh is dark.
So, by the way, the muscle for Reijaku Ubu. Ubu was in this game.
Yeah.
They had so many characters.
Every time you knock someone over or get knocked over in the combat, the camera like zooms in on your face as you fall down.
Yeah, and not like, how do I even describe this? It's literally just a cool cinematic jump cut. So, dude falls over and eats shit, zooms in on him. You get knocked over, zooms in on you. It's so jarring.
And the game keeps going while that happens.
Right.
So if you knock someone down, you better start running because someone else could be hitting you.
Yeah, it's completely crazy. We also had Lubu? I don't know. Chat just combined it eventually into Labubu, and I'm like, no. I was like, they should have Lobo in this, so that way they can do that. That's what the deal was. What was the name of the puppet guy?
Puppet Master? Scarface.
Yeah, because his puppet's literally gangster stereotype.
Right.
But then...
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
that guy. Yeah. But yeah, no, that game was absolutely hilarious. If you missed that stream, you got to watch the VOD. That was way too funny. It was a really strong start to the fucking demon pit.
You weren't prepared for how goofy that game is. We can't even describe it. There's just too much going on in every moment. It's like, that's not right. This is incorrect. You shouldn't make a game like this.
Like, Batman has a bat grappler. And he shoots it to the ceiling and he goes to swing. But what it mostly results in is his completely rigid body in an awkward chair-like stance, sitting there dangling, not animating in the least. And then you try to get him to move, and he bumps the thing and he falls off. And then Batman goes completely splayed out in midair, cheeks up, as he exposes downwards towards the street and dies. And they modeled his cheeks to just really visually stand out from a huge distance. So it's fucking hilarious every time. I'm like, someone should have modeled this that way. He was like literally assless chaps. Just so every time you die, you just see ass out Batman.
And the funniest thing is the game opens on basically a huge platforming thing to get to the back signal and go across a bunch of rooftops and use these awful swing mechanics.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, that was bad. And they never do it again.
Yeah, no, the whole rest of the game is like, fight your way through this warehouse. Never mind sewers. Never mind prisons. Okay, we're done. Yeah, it's like the game's like, the scale of the game has reduced insanely now. That game was fucking hilarious. I highly recommend all streamers play it. Every last one of you need to play it. But that's it. I'm moving on. Bob, did you play anything other than Batman Dark Tomorrow?
I didn't have to play much, but I did play a couple things. I tried out Motor Slice.
Is that one word or two?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, say your shit. I'll look it up.
A slice
Seems to be all capital letters. No space, all capital letters.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Agro, I thought your joke was funny.
Thank you.
the demo for that came out this week. I got early access to the demo by like messaging on Blue Sky, the developer.
Oh, okay.
It's an indie game that basically wants to be Prince of Persia, but is set in like a mega structure. You play as this girl who's got a chainsaw sword.
Oh yeah, this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's really neat. It's got an interesting visual style where you're fighting all the enemies are just like they look like construction robots. They have like a digging implement. And Dan is showing the first boss you get to fight in that demo. That is basically the truck from Mr. Nice Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows Mr. Nice Guy.
Everyone's seen Mr. Nice Guy.
Well, yeah, she's about to get sent to the guest house.
It's true.
Weirdly, it has for its combat, like everything kills you in one hit and everything dies in one hit.
Okay.
Which I don't think makes a lot of sense because that boils down to, yeah, I do a jumping attack and then I kind of home on them and kill them instantly. And if I try and just attack normally, they are likely to dodge out of the way and instantly kill me.
Huh.
So I'm like,
It's a tough lesson, but you got to learn it somewhere.
I don't know if there's going to be more mechanics because on the loading screens it's like, hey, you can parry anything. And I think that the parry is just hitting them or like using your attack on their attack, and that like does a clash and blocks it. But it would make a lot more sense if there was a parry button or something in the final game, because right now it really is like, yeah, rock paper scissors, you could die instantly going back like 5 minutes to combat that's not really engaging in any way. So I don't know. The platforming's a lot better where it's literally just trying to be old school PS2 era Prince of Persia. You run on walls the same way. You jump off at awkward angles that are usually lined up properly with something you're jumping towards. And the only thing that makes it really unique and different is there are once in a while golden walls that you hit with your chainsaw sword and like shove your sword in and you can ride up it or along it or whatever, however it's oriented, which is really neat. It could really use something like, I don't know, a quick dash button or something to gain speed on the ground, because it feels like they made these environments that are, you know, giant mega structure sort of environments. They feel really big and kind of empty for a lot of them. But otherwise, I like the art style a lot. It's got this sort of low poly aesthetic to the main character, and very simple colors, but not like low res textures or anything. It's really neat. I suggest you try the demo. It's free to try that. And I'm hoping they add more.
For a moment, I tried to contextualize this thing as construction equipment. And we're getting into like the later Mega Man games where it's like, I designed this robot to help mankind.
Look, the giant mecha dragon was a very important mechanoid. It was for the benefit of mankind.
It seems like the main thing you're doing is collecting orbs, which are hidden around the stage. And it's to make it sound like in the story, we're after some main orb. I don't know exactly what's happening. But at different rest points, you get to, like, I guess you're an orb and you talk to the girl. And she's like, oh, I'm tired, or I don't want to do this mission. This is boring. And it's endearing, I think. I've been told.
Okay.
And I think the girl's voiced by Kira Buckland. I think that's what they announced. So that does anything for you. But that's all I have to say about Motor Slice.
Okay. Did you play anything else?
Other than that, I've just been trying to get through Silk Song. I'm now very deep into it. I think it's I'm at 58 hours. In the game, it won't end. But I feel like I'm very close.
The devs behind this also had these vibes. The game won't end. Please.
And then I didn't get to play Hades 2 because they, for some reason, were like, it releases at 8 a.m.
Oh.
Instead of at midnight.
Is that a Switch 2?
Yeah, Switch 2.
Okay.
And I believe Steam had the same release time window.
Okay. Chris, what have you been playing?
So Cultic 2 Chapter 2 came out. I highly enjoyed the first part of Cultic. I think I gave it second place on my game of the year it came out. I think that was 2022. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
It's good. I don't think it's as good as the first part. I think like there's a very obvious fundamental difference in like how the way levels are constructed. Because in Cultic, the first in Cultic Chapter 1 they were linear levels. Like they had as I have quoted anal bead level design, where it's like, here's a big combat arena, and then you go through a thing, then here's a big combat arena, and then you go through a thing, and here's a big, and sometimes it's like a series of smaller rooms, but the levels are all pretty much linear. In this, there's a lot of levels that are enormous, and it'll be like and open, and they'll be like, get these 4 things. There's the level. Go get them. Like you need 4 demolition charges to blow up a wall or to remove a boulder, or you need like 3 skulls to open this door. And one time you need 5 books in order to get one of the 3 skulls to progress. And there's also a lot of like more set piecey things, which I don't really like very much. Like there's this weird section inside like a haunted house. Like a haunted farmhouse, not like a festival ride. That's like not combat and is kind of an awkward puzzle there isn't anything else like it anywhere in the game. They do like a thing where I presume, because I feel like they don't really explicitly say it, you kind of just have to infer it from context clues. You switch to play as the character from the interlude for a second. And then, like, near the end, there's a we take all your shit level. And they're also fucking, like, when I say these levels are huge, I mean, they take 2 to 3 times as long as the levels in the first chapter.
Huh.
Like, I think my level complete time on every single level in chapter 2 was like 40 minutes at least. They added a dodge, which I don't really think the game needed.
How does that feel? Can you dodge in any direction?
It's a short range dash, and you can dodge in any direction. And you have 3 charges that respawn.
Oh, okay.
I can't really, like, I barely used it. Like, the only time I used it was against the bosses where you have to, because they have attacks you cannot avoid if you don't.
Huh.
Yeah, that's another thing. This chapter really likes its bosses. I believe the first chapter had 2. One that was just like a wall that you shot at until it died, and then you could progress. And then the other was a wall that you shot at until it died, but it was slightly more nuanced than the first one. And in this one, they have like more substantial bosses, but it's like, none of these are very good, man. And they all have way too much health. Like, even for the genre, which is known for not having very good bosses, this game doesn't have very good bosses.
That's rough.
That is a fucking condemnation if I've ever heard one. Jesus.
Because at least in other of these retro shooters, the bosses die really fast if you unload on them. And this, they all have a lot of health. And some of them are armored, which is just a secondary health bar you have to deplete before you can deplete their health bar. Here, just a thing for all aspiring game developers: never do that. If you want to give enemies armor, it has to behave differently than a second health bar. Even slightly, it has to behave differently.
This could be its own YouTube short series. Hey, aspiring game devs, never do that. And it's a new thing every time. We would get so many people who are upset.
Yeah.
No, you can't tell people what to not do. Yes, I can. I just did it. I clearly can.
Like, it's just, and I did go back and replay chapter 1 just to confirm. I think, like, it kind of made me a little more upset playing the first chapter, because chapter 2 has much better ideas for levels. Like, there's a shopping center, there's like a farm, there's like a Ren fair.
Oh yeah, wait.
Which
just real quick, you got a code for this?
No, I just bought it.
Never mind. Sorry.
And I think those are all great concepts for these retro shooter levels. That's in like the build engine-esque like wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just so big. They also the new weapons they added, I don't know why they did. Because they added 2 new weapons. They were both in the interlude chapter. They introduced a magnum pistol, which uses the same ammo as your rifle, and like it has shorter range and has a faster firing rate, I guess, but otherwise it's pretty equivalent damage wise. And then instead of a double barrel shotgun, they have like a 7 shell one that deals less damage, but again has a higher rate of fire because it has more than 2 shots. But those are the only new weapons.
They're already introduced in the interlude thing.
Yes.
Because I don't even really
when
do.
you get to play as the interlude guy, he has a different rifle, but you don't get that later. It's just for that one segment.
Huh.
And I understand why they did it, but they were like, "Oh shit, the fire weapons are way overpowered. We're gonna heavily limit how many you get in this chapter."
Mm-hmm.
Because not a problem, but every big this guy burst out of the wall enemy in Cultic Chapter 1 you can resolve by just throwing a Molotov in their face, and they instantly go into like the I die burning sprite and fall over.
Oh man!
And in this thing, they didn't want you doing that to every single enemy in the game, so they limit you a lot more.
Your Discord's breaking up a decent bit, but it got better a bit at the end. So I don't know how we're gonna. I hate the internet. Chet,
Yeah.
did you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Metal Chris. Yes, he was called Black Chris in Japan, but they thought better when they brought Chris over to America.
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Cultic. It's like an 8 instead of a 10. That's like it. Like it's still good.
It's still good. Okay.
I just feel like the level, like the design philosophy, like went in a direction like you didn't really need to go in this direction. On Saturday, I streamed Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, the Switch remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which was the Wii one. It's the Wii game, and then there's a new epilogue, and then there's a theme park you can go to at any time by pressing the X button.
Okay.
You by at any time on the world map, not inside a level.
Okay. That's my first question. Was that okay?
You boot into a separate reality that only runs at 30 frames a second instead of 60, because it's like a 3D environment, obviously made with like Forgotten Land assets. And there you can play the mini games that you still unlock normally inside the game. Like you unlock additional versions you can play inside that reality, but in the theme park reality, they're all here by default. And the main reason you do that is to get masks. There is a mask for every single conceivable Kirby character. There's like 120.
Jesus.
Like there's one for every villain, every most enemies that give you powers, every animal friend, all of Kirby's like friend, like his friends. There's so many.
Jesus.
So I did that for a little while until I got a mask I liked and then went back to the main game.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? You get the one you want and leave.
Return to Dreamland introduces some really good abilities. It introduces Spear, which tears ass and is the highest DPS of any Kirby ability, maybe.
Nice.
Wow.
And that's one of the ones that wanted because you can play as multiplayer with different Kirbys, or you can play multiplayer and your friends control DDD, Meta Knight, and Bandana Waddle Dee. And each of them just have a power. Like DDD has hammer, Meta Knight has sword, and Bandana Waddle Dee gets spear. So he just annihilates everything if you want.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I remember that. That dude fucking wrecks people.
Mm-hmm.
It also has these challenge rooms you unlock, which are like very fast time trials, like training you on the usage of these powers. So that's very neat. And the new thing they added at the end is the Magalore epilogue, which is a little remix starring Magalore, the little wizard Kirby friend, which has like RPG mechanics.
Weird.
Because you get like magic experience going through the stages, and then you spend it to level up Magalore's abilities. And like at the end of each world, each boss you defeat gives you a whole new ability. There's 8 total.
That's really sick.
Yeah, it was fun even just going through the story. Like I could have gone through and did grinding and get everything up to the max level, which I did not do. But you would certainly be powerful if you did that. You would be stronger than probably any Kirby power in that game.
Good.
But yeah, this is definitely near the top right now of Kirby games. God, I'm gonna have to buy a copy of Star Allies. That sucks.
Why does that suck? What's
Because I don't think Star Allies is very good.
But you need to know.
I do.
Is that
possibly
the next one?
on Saturday? No, the next one. Or I'm going to test out the limits of 3DS emulation by doing the 3DS Kirby games. At least one of them on Saturday. Possibly, I will attempt. The week after this one, there won't be a stream because I'll be recovering from dental surgery.
Yeah, that's what I want to do after dental surgery. Just podcast and stream. Just talking nonstop.
Yeah. If I'm not here next week, that is why.
It's it's okay here, Chris. I'm looking at the price of Star Allies, still $60.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what pisses me off. It's like, motherfucker, go down. You're 8 years old. You were almost a launch title.
You shouldn't even have been 60 at the time.
Yeah, no. Especially since you're a 30 frames per second game.
Like, it should have been 30 to match the frame rate.
New law.
New law.
And
we're
honestly,
passing it now.
and every time I understand, I really do, but please, Kirby fans, stop telling me, well, yeah, once you beat the game and unlock the real game, it's good.
What?
Even if that's true, that's never a thing you should argue to somebody who is like, I played the first few levels of this game and I don't like it. It's like, well, power through and you'll unlock the real game that people actually like.
That I've seen that in Twitch chat many times.
They did like update the shit out of it. Like they kept adding more friends.
Yeah, you know that happened.
More quote unquote Star Allies.
Like didn't they add marks? They added
yes,
someone
they added
who's like,
I think
I don't want to stand
like
near
basically
that guy.
every
What the fuck are you
villain.
talking about, Star Ally?
Like I feel like every single villain except for a Nightmare Wizard, and the ones that are Eldritchian horrors were made friends, and maybe they even made like Swordsman Dark Matter a friend. They're putting him in fucking Air Ride. That was who's at the end of the big trailer. The dude that's all cloaked in shadow.
So I'm over here on the PlayStation site. I'm on the PlayStation store. I'm trying to get a code to download. And at the top of the PlayStation site, and this seemed like normal PlayStation, not even specifically the store, they're like, perfect your game. And it has some like choice PlayStation products I can buy.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, so here's what I expect: expensive controllers. I expect skins for my console. Not my console, though. They will never make a pro skin. Fuck me. And I expect like something else. They throw something in my face I hadn't seen before. Did you know this is a thing? It is an Astrobot controller case with a red panda Astrobot. Does anyone remember the iconic red panda from Astrobot?
No. What are you talking about? Is it supposed to be the little weird animals that are on the planet? The Astrobot planet?
I mean, there were a bunch, I thought.
There was
but it's literally a red panda. They literally text says Astrobot Red Panda. And I'm like, I don't remember the Astrobot Red Panda.
I guess that's what those were supposed to be, but they always ran off quick enough. I thought they were like little wolves or foxes or something.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I remember, aside from things that look nothing like this, of course, were foxes. But apparently, they just went, of all the animals in this game, the red panda. And I'm like, I don't think anyone ever associated anything but Astrobot with Astrobot. I'm sorry. I'm here to tell you, if somebody sees this, they'll just be like, this must be from a Disney movie I didn't know came out. This must be a Pixar scrimblow.
Right?
I don't get it.
It's so weird. Anyway.
How does it go in his head? Wait, what?
I don't think it does.
Okay.
It's just a
two
plushie.
separate things.
Yeah, for some reason they're bundled.
Yeah.
That's the weirdest fucking part. Even weirder is like, I'm reading the description. It's like Astrobot DualSense. Okay. Controller case. What? So it's not it's just a fucking controller case. You tricked me.
Yes, we did.
God damn it. Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Anyways, hey Bob, we got the code for Sonic Cross Worlds, so we're prepared for Mega Man to come out a few months from now.
Great.
Very excited. Hey,
they're gonna be like, now the season pass is more expensive.
But we have the deluxe edition, so we get the season pass. So
incredible. I'm excited for Mega Man to be mute.
Shut the fuck up.
I forgot about that until this morning. I was like, oh, right.
I also forgot. God damn. This should have got the guy from Ocean Group.
Yes.
Or the other guy from Ocean Group, because you can either go with the cartoon or the cutscenes from 8.
Mm-hmm.
Your choice. Do whichever.
I mean, he was voiced in 11.
Nope.
Like they just gave him a voice.
Nope.
Well, they didn't voice Proto Man, so we have to go back.
We don't care. Also, his design's not 11; it's 8. It's much closer to 8 in the original game. So you got to go with one of those two. You got to go with the original cartoon, or you got.
Let's split the difference and go with Secret Level.
Now I'm like, did he talk in that?
He did.
Okay, I believe you.
Man, I'm gonna be fucking scared until they announce a Mega Man game that doesn't look like that Secret Level show. That is their plan. Because while I cannot see them being as stupid as Bandai Namco, you never know.
You never
Yeah,
know.
you never know.
Anyways, I just thought it was wild that I'm like staring at this red panda and being like, I mean, it's a cute red panda.
I don't know what has to do with it.
Yeah, and for people who missed it, we started the Donathon for the 15th anniversary of GigaBoots. We've been doing GigaBoots for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend tell me that aged them more than any other time fact they have ever heard in their lives. Because they were there at the beginning.
Uh-huh.
As was Agro. Agro, how do you feel hearing GigaBoots has been going for 15 years?
That sounds about right.
So we tried to resurrect Timer Chan, which Timer Chan came out of the ritual, and she seems fine.
She's doing great.
She's doing great back there. Wasn't really the original Timer Chan, so that's we can work on that. Once we hit the final goal of the Donathon here, Wave 1, we're gonna try again.
Yeah.
We're going to try again. I thank you, Agro, for all your help with the dark sciences to attempt this ritual.
You're welcome. I will never be able to reclaim the things that I have lost.
Tomorrow, Bob and I are going to be playing Lost Soul Aside, an honorary inductee to Demon Pit 2. Thank you. Let me read this sponsor on this one. Christ Wolfheart. Thank you, Christ, for sending that in. I really appreciate that.
So I want to thank you so deeply, Dan. I've genuinely been pretty bummed out about needing dental surgery, but knowing that you're playing Lost Soul Aside keeps cheering me up.
Oh my God.
God.
Happy to be of service.
So much pain.
It'll be better than if you streamed Forspoken.
God, Forspoken's a better game, and that's so messed up.
That is messed up. There are qualities in Forspoken that make it endearing, which only serves to hurt you more when it disappoints.
There's a character in Forspoken, even one.
This
Even
game is
written
18
badly.
hours, chat.
Yeah, this is horrifying.
It did not take me 18 hours. It took me, I think, 15. Like, I think it was 15 and change that it said I had been playing it on the PlayStation thing. But that's only if you put on the easy mode accessories as they give them to you. Like, no, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Will Bob do that?
Yes.
We'll have to say, oh.
Yes, I was going to say, yes, do that.
This is a game I played the demo and couldn't beat the challenge mission in it because the combat feels terrible and you die instantly and you don't get, like, your attacks don't affect the enemies.
They know they made those challenge missions wrong because finding them in the levels unlocks them at every single checkpoint to attempt them.
Oh, that's funny.
So when you get more abilities, you can try them again. It's like, oh, you realize you made something dog shit.
Those bosses in the demo take for a fucking eternity to kill.
Yeah.
It is so bad out here.
Do the same combo 700 times.
Yeah, there's
Is
a
that
lot of
fun?
bosses in this game.
No.
Cool. I didn't want good bosses. I wanted a bunch of bosses, and they knew that.
I would say there's somewhere around 30.
Jesus. There's like 3 in the demo, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Please be excited for Lost Soul Side Death Stream tomorrow. And also into Saturday, most likely. Hey, Aggro, what have you been playing?
My brother in Christ, I am like 140 hours into 100 Line, The Last Defense Academy.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Starting to run out of endings yet?
No. I have been on this one route forever. I feel like I'm in a swimming pool where not only can I not touch the bottom, I can't see the edges anymore, which is strange because I remember entering the pool at an edge, and I feel like I could see the circumference when I dove in.
You know what they say, Aggro? It's not a lake, it's an ocean.
This like I can't tell you about them, but things are happening and things will continue to happen. And if this game actually has the balls to pull off a couple of the things I think it's setting up, it's gonna be high on the GOTY list.
You're not going to get to play another game this year, so that's good.
I mean, if I can beat it by December when that new Octopath game comes out, I think I'm gonna be set.
Hey, Bob, you bought a physical copy of Dynasty Warriors.
Yes.
We should drop that. Like next time we go to Niceville, we should drop that Lost Soul Side off at Aggro's. You know, Aggro needs to be
Like you
it.
tape them together, so I have to take both.
I mean, that'd be great. We could do a spoiler cast on it, which will be the only existing record of that game existing in popular culture at all.
It's true.
Nobody. Square Enix fans didn't play it. Sony fans didn't play it. Fucking nobody played it.
It's funny because you posted that trailer for what was the name of that game again?
Undefeated Genesis. Oh, that looks like what I was hoping that Lost Soul Aside might be. I'm going to be there day one for Undefeated Genesis. I played the free-to-play version. I didn't talk about that because it was only like for 5 minutes, just to confirm that it was a game you can play. Just you're Johnny Bravo, but also Goku and Xenoblade.
You fly around and shoot energy beams, and it's an Unreal Engine hire this man environment. And genuinely, you can't convince me there's a difference aesthetically between that game's environments and the environments in Lost Soul Side. They all
The main character looks like they're from Yakitake, Japan.
a little bit, yeah.
So this dude in just like a t-shirt and jeans is standing and posing in like the Chinese fantasy military base, sci-fi base, as the guy with the laser sword wants to spar with him, but he's just a dude.
It's really
except he
quite
can fly
something.
and shoot energy beams.
It's unfortunate that we have to play Lost Soul Side in the shadow of Undefeated Genesis.
You can go try the original Undefeated for a price of free.
Ooh, On phones?
On Steam.
Oh.
Minimum requirements is a 760.
That's so advanced. This GPU from 18 years ago. How old is this? One moment. Yeah, it's up there. It says it's 14 or more years. There's no way it runs on this.
Right? That was crazy.
This is not a very high fidelity little demo. It's like a PS2 level of blocky city and like models that look PS 2.5.
Perfect.
Amazing. Ideal, possibly.
We never should have gone past that.
Like, in terms of game feel, it actually reminded me a lot of that PS2 Hulk game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ultimate
Except you're like even more overpowered.
So it's like Prototype.
So it's like Prototype. Maybe this person really loves Prototype.
Sort of. That seems pretty likely. And now Xenoblade.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the environments are going to be the worst part of Lost Soul Side, because I'll just look at it at every tier and just go, hire this man, hire this man, hire this man. I might as well get a hire this man gong every time we get to a new environment. I just fucking hit the gong.
There are some decent looking environments in this game.
Yeah,
there's
some.
Promise.
Like the biggest thing to overcome is the combat is like awful and the bosses never die. Like I don't think I'll be able to think about the environment being bad when it's like, yeah, I've been hitting this guy for 5 hours.
But see, like, bad game design hits a different part of the human brain than this game could have taken place on the asset store. If Rodea looked like it
doesn't have environments like that.
What?
It doesn't have environments that look like they're from the asset store. Well, the budget dimension kind of looks like it's from the asset store.
It looks like dozens of Unreal Engine tech demos. There's a reason Forspoken, Lost Soul Aside, and the Hire This Man meme all look the same. It's because you're using like stock Unreal Engine tools to go grassy hill.
Mm-hmm.
You're using the same stone textures as everyone else. You're going, well, doing this other thing's hard. Yeah, it looks like Paragon. It does look like Paragon. That is a very good example. It's kind of fucking wild to see all these games just go, doesn't it look impressive when we all take place in the same hill? I'm like, no, you kind of look like you're, I don't know, Infinity War punching each other. Like, it looks like we're the CGI field where you battle at the end of the, what is the name of the first thing? Is Infinity War the first thing in the Avengers?
Infinity War is the first thing, and Endgame is the second one.
Endgame's the second game. Yeah, Infinity War field, not the Endgame Rocky Cliffs. Those are two different.
Two different tech demos. Yeah.
Two different tech demos.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that.
It's just so tiring.
It has like one or two environments. But there was that post on Blue Sky that's like, I spent years arguing with people who said like, this is obviously looks like a Unity game because engines don't work that way, and then Unreal Engine 5 worked that way.
Yeah, no. First off, if you argued with people for years that engines didn't work that way, you're just wrong. There is an Unreal Engine 3 look, and that predates Unity, so you are just wrong. Engines have looks. Did you know when your graphics pipeline looks a certain way and it has to make basic understandings of how you construct the graphics for it and how they're executed? You might get a sort of look to a thing. Did you know fucking cameras for movies have a look? Did you? Wow, that's fucking reality being filmed and it still has a look. Jesus Christ. That always frustrated me. People who are just like, oh, these gamers caring about what engines we use. And I'm like, yeah, it's because your Unity game runs like shit on the PS3. Like no Unity game has ever run well on the PS3. Mm-hmm. That's why they care. And then we go forward to Unreal Engine 5 and it's like, oh, these gamers, why do they care what engine we're on? Because it doesn't run well on anything.
Don't you understand 30 frames per second is enough?
No.
You don't deserve any more.
No. And you didn't hit a lock 30 ever, so stop pretending.
Your game still looks like soup even at 30, so.
Man, could you just fucking... Again, we're hitting resolutions down as low as 720p internal. Can we just have the raw output now? Thank you.
Yeah.
Stop jittering the pixel point. So here's what we really need. We need the next version of Unreal Engine to go, you know what? You can click this and we'll stop jittering the sub-pixel location of the environment, and we will render a normal grid array of pixels, and we won't touch it with shit. But I don't even know if that's even possible anymore.
Yeah,
They fundamentally made their entire engine stochastic. Anyway, you could get half the pixels as a treat. You are drastically underselling how bad the situation is. You're getting a fourth. You're getting 1/4 the pixels, and they'll go, we can guess the rest. Motherfucker, you did 1/4 the homework and went, I could probably guess. Fuck this. Anyways, Aggro, you were talking about 100 line. You're hoping to finish that. I threatened you with Lost Soul Side. Then we got sort of confused.
No, that was all I am at liberty to say about that game.
Chris, when are you gonna get in on the 100 line Last Defense Academy?
I actually planned to start it on October 1st, but now that is the day I will have dental surgery, so maybe I'll start it that day.
Yeah, that sounds pretty great.
They have to give me fucking heavy duty anesthesia. So maybe that'll put me in the right state of mind to start that game.
This could only enhance the experience. Something. Podlords? Podlords!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck the Podlords.
Hey,
Wait.
that was the right intonation.
Yes, that's right. Fuck the Podlords! Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro.
This song is so fake.
What?
Jesus.
What are you talking about? What are you...
Rado, WTF Spider-Man, Mr. I just turned 30 today. Hey, under 29-year-old listener, I'm your future, and it will come sooner than you think. Muck Bun, Shining You, Chris C, Cooper Tank.
This edit will probably only be funny to Dr. Aggro this week. If not, no further elaboration.
You're a bad person and you should feel bad.
Oh, I'm so excited to get to this fucking game.
What the hell is this dog whistle?
Indigo Sykes, 40 plus DuckTales appreciator, Gaijin, Foul Whisper.
That's a pretty good one, honestly. Like, that's solid.
Looks like it's suffering.
Yeah, it always do be doing that.
Redatan, the spiritual sequel to Patapon, recently hit early access, and Shinji 16 can say it's absolutely delightful.
I hate that I'm like. Jeez. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
A trucker, Raccoon.
You also gave him a tank top?
That's so good.
He's a cool little dude. He's keeping cool in the summer heat.
Saraline, Dirty Yint, Parent.
Hey, mine shipped out. I'm sorry for whatever happened to you, though.
People have been reporting a lot of, like, getting their shit fucked up.
Of course.
Bob's gonna open his and it's gonna be full of sand.
Yeah.
Just like, no!
I know a friend of ours was saying that, yeah, they've misprinted some of them, so they say the wrong thing on them.
Yeah,
but they
the discs say the incorrect disc.
Yeah.
The Hard M, Bearded Joe. Baby Steps is out, so Aggro, it's time to stay over with Dan this weekend and guest stream the whole thing.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that's what we were planning. Just tune in Saturday at 3 p.m. That's what we're doing.
Puyo Chrome, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Dr. Aggro, probably.
I mean, that's how I count seconds.
Has 2 extremely long trailers showing what it is. And yet, I still can't believe it's GTA 5 and Spider-Man put it in Blender.
Yep.
Yup.
Different Dimension Demon Zero King. Wait a minute. Laplace. LA place?
Laplace.
Laplace? Oh, I see. Also, Henry Jekyll and Hyde.
I know this must be fate, but it looks more like Samotome.
Sorry, no bit this week. Fallen into the Hades 2 pit. I felt that
Fair.
I looked for a chin scar.
Fair. Maybe next week.
Yeah, you guaranteed it now.
Gene Korea is the Jinkos.
Oh my god. They're so big.
That
they
is
are.
nightmarish.
Yeah.
Those things are back, by the way. I see them around.
Good. They're good. I was always jealous. They're so ruby.
They're basically like those Chuck Norris jeans hemmed like they're like gi pants.
Jerry Beans, man.
This one's really good. I like this one a lot.
What is it? Why?
Its eyes
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh
unsettle me.
card.
Oh my god, okay.
Looks like a lost Dilbert character.
Yeah.
Jesus. Cryptid Bird. Digital Basic. Rupa. Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't like when she's on screen. On panel, rather.
Jamiro Kumai from Poppin' Music. Yo,
Very cool.
That's a good pun.
very cool. Torokasi recommends Demon King Chronicle, available on the Internet Archive.
Okay.
You don't say.
The Psyhop has entered the popcorns. It's like Firetop Mountain, but Toho. 1 second.
I don't know what Firetop Mountain is.
Is that a level in Banjo?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You should get this. You should get this Toho game because it's Banjo.
All right. This checks out.
And Nick Ritters. Thank you very much to our Podlord.
Thank you, Podlords.
Thank you, Podlords.
Thank you, Podlords. And if you'd like to become a Podlord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcasts. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits, such as early access to Chugging Bleach, which is basically a bit at this point, but you'll still get early access until that show comes back. Extended content for cursed content, and not extended content for armchair devs and gamer premonitions when indeed we do such things. A patron funded show, one a month, either a public show where we watch a horrible thing and patrons get a commentary track, or a private show that patrons get to vote on what movie we watch, and then we watch and discuss a good movie. Also, an entire movie called Isolation 119. This is not a joke or a bit. It is a full feature-length film about a man going to Thailand to solve the ghost mystery of his brother. But it's really just so he can get a vacation to Thailand. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast. And always helps immensely to comment and subscribe on YouTube. Rate us on Thursdays on Twitch. Rate us with a T on your podcasting app of choice. And of course, spread the word. Patreon.com/gbpodcast. I'm very proud of all of you for none of those being Durko.
Who's that?
Okay, so this is a fucking story. Was hoping we could brush past it, but let's go.
Oh, are we going to news?
No, this isn't news, but I have to explain Durko now.
Okay, you explain Durko. Somebody made an
So-
edit, and I have to change the Podlord page. 1 moment. There we go. Just making some mild adjustments around here.
So YouTube Shorts fed me a clip of this CG cartoon that was transparently ripping off My Hero Academia like it was 1-to-1 with something from My Hero Academia. So I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen anything of this at all. So it's called Hero Inside. It's like a toyetic superhero type show, but I just found this promo image for a character named Durko and posted it on Blue Sky because it made me laugh really hard when I found it.
What? 1 second. I gotta see this.
Let me just poke around here real quick.
That looks fake.
That is a real character in this.
Should it be? I'm looking at it and Windows? I need my mouse to point at things and then click them to do stuff. That's the whole point of your OS. It just does this now.
Great.
It's been doing this for a couple months. I have no solution at hand. This audience will never get to see Durko. That's it. It's
Probably
over.
for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, you
they
saved
can
them,
look him
really.
up. We gave enough info. Also, they can just go to my Blue Sky page and look at my media. Dab.
It's very rare that I, a white guy, look at a character and think, I feel like this is racist against me.
We have industry burning down news, right?
I actually don't think
No.
there's-
Oh my god.
There was only one thing that could even go in there, and I moved it to non-news because Xbox doesn't count anymore unless they're firing people.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my god, I cannot use this PC. Okay, let's jump to news. Let's start with Chris. Hey Chris, what's up?
Okay, we already talked about Undefeated Genesis, so go check that out if you're interested. Yakuza Kiwami 3 was officially announced. Some of the characters that were Video Game Man have been replaced with actors. Like they changed their model to a scanned-in actor.
Okay.
They recast a lot of people. Most of the the characters that are only in that game. And they're at it will come with because Yakuza Kiwami 2 had like a really short little Majima campaign. It's like 4 or 5 hours maybe. This seems like it's going to have that, but with the antagonist of 3, Ine. So that's interesting. At least Sega seems to understand this is kind of a silly project and is doing things to make it give it a little bit more justification for existing. They're also only pricing it at $60.
Only. God. It's a remake of a game this old. Was not much updating, so I don't know. It's weird. Should be less, but I guess we should be so lucky that it's only 60.
The Yakuza 0 director's cut is escaping Switch to jail. It's still $50. It adds a dub and some new story scenes that every single person who sees them hates.
Was Yakuza 3? I remembered. Wait, the last Yakuza game I beat was actually the original version of 2. So I'm perfectly prepped to jump into 3. Obviously, they made this for me.
They made this for you.
Yes,
It's true.
So this is your fault.
I
It's
guess.
his fault.
You know what? That's fine. If you can actually get to the end, I bet you won't. If you play that game, I bet you will not get to the end. Because Yakuza 3 has some fucking filler.
I miss my mouse, Bob.
Yeah.
I miss it
No,
very
that
much.
sucks.
This is the longest this has ever happened. Oh, shut up.
The Xbox is now Xbox got another price hike. The Series S is now $400.
Wait, you've written down here with 0, you can't upgrade it, and it
No,
you have the
you can't
old
upgrade that.
What?
No. That game came out 8 years ago, Bob. Why would they let you upgrade it, even though there's no reason in history that if you own Yakuza 0 already that you should buy this? Like literally 0. Huh.
All right.
Xbox Series S is now $400. The Xbox Series X, 1 terabyte is now $650, and the Xbox 2 terabyte white one is now $800.
That's crazy. $400 for the S? That thing is literally trash.
I think it's actually more amazing that they took a console that launched, let me check this, 5 years ago for $500, and they added 1 terabyte of storage and raised the price $300. That's the journey we've taken here, from $500 to $800.
Yeah, $800. That's crazy.
This is crazy.
That's
Professor
like
Layton in the new
iPhone
world
price.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Insane.
Like it will be show up as literally zero on the next like finance sheet they're on.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Professor Layton in the new world of Steam has been delayed to next year, which shouldn't be surprising if you pay attention.
Yeah, no, when it wasn't already delayed. When I heard it was announced that it was delayed, I was like, wait, no, that wasn't coming out this year. How did they not know?
Did they at least get that soccer game out?
That's supposed to come out next
No, that's
month?
November.
Oh, 2
Yeah,
months.
November.
Okay.
November 8th, I think.
And they've already delayed that Police Detective one, right?
That was supposed to be delayed till next year.
Okay.
Look, they hadn't made console games in a while. They were like, we could do these in like 2 years. Like, oh, fuck, no, we can't.
As it turns out, no. Turns out we cannot. Oops.
Oops, we need to get the Inafune out of all of them.
At very least, they had to bring enough people over to Fantasy Life to get the Inafune out of that.
Right.
So that pulled from the rest of the company.
And Nintendo of America president Doug Bowser will retire at the end of the year and be replaced by Devin Pritchard, who is currently the executive vice president of revenue, marketing, and consumer experience, who will become president of Nintendo of America. Except maybe not, because at the same time, Satoru Shibata, who is the I believe the general manager of like main Nintendo's marketing and a couple other divisions, will come and be the CEO of Nintendo of America, a position that Nintendo of America hasn't had since 2015. Neither Reggie nor no, actually, I think even longer. It's been a while since somebody's been like, I am the CEO of Nintendo of America. This is actually very similar to what happened with Herman Hulst. Where like he's the joint CEO with this other person.
Mm-hmm.
And then a year later it became, well, this person's now the CEO, and Herman Hulst is doing the exact same thing, but with less prestige.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
No
does.
idea why that is. Maybe in some crazy way, Nintendo of Japan feels like they need to take more control over it. Maybe they're unhappy with something Nintendo of America does. Maybe they're just throwing this guy a promotion because he's good.
Yeah, it's
But he has a million other jobs. Like it feels crazy to also do this because in addition to being the general manager of like marketing of the whole company, he's also the outside, like the Nintendo leadership at Pokemon Company.
Yeah,
Like the top Nintendo guy there is him.
It's really weird because this sort of action implies that they think things weren't going well enough at Nintendo of America and that they needed to send someone over to more directly manage things. It's very strange because they had relative autonomy, relative as much as they could. And then this year's when we started hearing about all sorts of problems with Nintendo of America telling Nintendo of Japan and all this back and forth and not agreeing on decisions that were made.
Mm-hmm.
So
it could also be because Satoru Shibata was the head of Nintendo of Europe for 18 years that they could be like merging all their non-Japan divisions.
That'd be interesting. But yeah, I don't expect a single thing to change, so I don't know if it's really like I expect there to be no perceivable from the outside change. I mean,
so
most of the things that went wrong for Nintendo recently have nothing that I think could be solved by a change in management in Nintendo of America.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somehow they're going to bring someone over who's going to figure out how to not price the console that high, or
you know what? Everything's fucking like 30% cheaper in Japan, even the games.
Really?
Yeah, Mario Kart World is $60 in Japan, the equivalent converted. The console's much cheaper.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's why it's region locked.
I know about the Japan region lock console that's drastically cheaper, but the games are that much cheaper in Japan.
It might just be because the yen is weak, but I don't think they're priced higher than standard retail games at the very least.
Noted in chat, not region locked technically, language locked, which is a really funny delineation.
And but normally like your currency being weak just means you get fucked. Like, it's very rare that a company is even remotely understanding about that. Like, that's why Europeans bitched so much, because it'd be like, this console's $500 American and 500 euros. Those are the same currency. They have equivalent values. Or the UK gets it the worst, where it's like 500 pounds, and they're like, that's almost $800. You get that, right? No.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
I'm really interested what sort of changes we might see in Nintendo, because this isn't just normal like promotion, demotion, whatever. Like Doug Bowser came off as that. This seems like something more. And that's interesting.
Yeah, Devin Pritchard has been at Nintendo forever.
Yeah, what was it, since 2006? So 19 years.
Yeah, like 19 years. And I just researched a little further. Iwata was considered the CEO of Nintendo of America, and then after he passed, they did not put anybody else in that position. Nintendo of America did not have a CEO. And now they do again, which is okay.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Does that mean something or doesn't it? I guess we'll know.
We won't know until then, I guess.
Well, let's go over to Agro News. Agro?
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good for me. Randy Pitchford's kind of going through it still.
Yeah, is he posting through it still?
We have run into sort of a miracle in the areas of computing. We have found a computational problem that cannot be solved by angrily replying to tweets.
Fucking really?
Borderlands 4 has been indefinitely delayed on the Switch 2. According to a post from Gearbox, in accordance with Nintendo policy, all of the digital pre-orders have been canceled. I guess the game doesn't run just fine. I guess it isn't what it is, and they're going to take some time to maybe fix it. I'm sorry, not fix the game. The game runs just fine. Add some polish and get it more in line with the cross-save update they already had planned.
Sure, Randy.
But the game's totally done.
They put out a patch to like this week for performance issues.
No, it's not memory leaking inside of an hour on consoles.
No.
Did you see the fix for shader compilation stutter that somebody on YouTube discovered?
I hear a million
this
of these
game?
that are fake all the time, but shoot, I'm curious.
It is go into the NVIDIA graphics settings and set the shader cache size to 100 gigabytes. And PC Gamer wrote an article like, I did it and it worked.
I'm gonna vomit. Oh my god.
I am now curious if that would work on any game, Unreal game that has shader compilation stutter. Would it?
If I remember correctly, Borderlands 4 does have a shader compilation step, which is what you would need in order for that to matter. So presumably with anything that compiles like that, it could help. It could, theoretically. But holy shit, I can't believe that works.
That is pretty great.
I love the PC Gamer headline, which is, I fixed Borderlands 4 stuttering by upping my shader cache up to 100 gigabytes, which feels like something I shouldn't have to do in a well-optimized game.
That's
correct. All the headline.
Yeah.
That is correct.
No, but DLSS is the only way to make the game run.
And frame gen, because number go up. See, that would be the real number go up stream. We keep adding more and more frame gen. Oh my god. we get a new GPU so we can do 4 times frame gen. Whoa. It'll look so good.
So good, man.
Croc, make additional frames. The Redfall saga is not quite over yet.
How?
Oh, come on.
So you remember they sold DLC for this game
I do.
that they didn't release, and they had to refund it. If you bought that DLC digitally, you got refunded in June of last year.
Okay, yeah.
People are posting on Reddit pictures of and reports that they are just now receiving physical checks. If they had bought this game with money and proved it.
Wow.
A year later, here's a check for $30.
Wow. This couldn't have been more efficient than just letting them make a DLC for 6 to 9 months. I refuse to believe that.
I don't know how they that game isn't even done. They'd have to actually make things.
I feel like you
Like, I
might
don't even
get
think
more
they-
sales.
No, that's on Game Pass. They have Game Pass.
Oh, that's true. They don't get sale. Oh, fair enough. We now go to Bob's news. Hey, Bob.
Hey,
How's the news?
there's lots of it.
Okay.
The Tokyo Game Show is happening, and a lot of events around that have happened.
True.
Before that, though, Hyperfunk, the sequel to Bomb Rush Cyberfunk,
Uh-huh.
was announced, and that's coming to PC and console. We really didn't get a date or anything. It was just a little trailer. It looked pretty cool. Nippon Ichi Software showed off their action RPG Kyoron Makai-ism, which is going to be on PS5, Switch 2, and Switch 1, it's like a Disgaea Dynasty Warriors.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a disguise. It's like a very Kusoge-esque Muso.
Yeah, it's probably going to be terrible, but it's funny to see like all these Disgaea characters and like traditional monsters rendered in a much more regular proportions. Like they're like normal looking people almost. It's very strange. And then you just fight like 100 of them at once. It's going to be out the January 29th in Japan, which is surprisingly close for a company that's basically never made an action game. Like every other action game they've touched is like, oh, well, it's still turn-based in some way, or it's very simple. Like
they made like a Zelda-like kind of like thing. That's what Witch in the 100 Night is like a little bit more.
That I was about to just mention Witch in the 100 Night, which is a weird, like, it's from perspective from a Disgaea game, like just 3/4 view. It is real bad.
Yeah, I bought the PS3 version and played a little bit of it, and then they announced the PS4 version we should have released in the first place edition, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, running better wouldn't have made that game good. So I'm excited to see them take another swing at it.
Yeah, I'm interested enough to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Not at launch.
Yeah, I sure hope they aren't crazy and like, yeah, $70. It's like, no, dude.
They learned when a Switch key card isn't involved, or when the Switch 2 isn't involved, they seem to have learned.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they'll remember that lesson.
Yeah, they got their I's dotted pretty hard with Disgaea 6 over here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why 7 was only $60.
I think they're still making the mistake of, well, we ported 7 to the Switch 2, and now that's a $70
well, yeah,
game.
Well, because it's on the Switch 2. I'd be surprised if Nintendo wasn't pushing people to make their games cost more on that platform.
Yeah, no, that would be the
But
only
hey,
thing
Phantom
makes
Brave was
sense.
60, right?
Yeah,
at launch.
Phantom Brave was 60.
Okay, so we have evidence they have learned.
Right, but the
We
Switch
have
2
not-
is
and-
involved in this, so that might break their brain again.
Oh yeah, because they can't have it be different prices on different platforms. Well, they can. It'll be different prices on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. So I don't see why it couldn't be a different platform on the. Actually, I think the Trails into Horizon is explicitly more on Switch 2.
Okay, so maybe we'll swing that.
Yeah, I can't. I do wonder if Nintendo being like, what do you mean our games are now more expensive than every other platforms? Like, I feel like that has to be a discussion that will happen eventually.
Yeah, no, it feels like that's the main thing that's like really going wrong over Nintendo right now. At least one of them. Geno Kids, which I've talked about a few times on the podcast, like played demos and whatnot. It's entering early access October 2nd. And that's an indie game, which is an anime art style that's trying to be like Devil May Cry crossed with Kingdom Hearts. Like very directly, those two things. The developers even mentioned those two things distinctly. It looks really neat. I'd say try out the demo. I believe that's still up. See if it's something to be looking into. I'm not sure what the price is going to be. So I might pick it up in early access and try it, but I usually don't like playing games like this in early access because this is just a fully linear game. I don't really want to get to the end of the game and be like, oh well, come back 6 months later to actually finish it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
We found out more about the Monster Hunter title, or Monster Hunter Wild title update 3, which is the one that adds all the Final Fantasy 14 stuff. They are adding 2 job classes from Final Fantasy 14, Dark Knight and Pictomancer. And just a side note, these are not from Final Fantasy 14. They are from Final Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 6. Despite what they may say.
Yes, but their ability sets will probably be more in line with their ability sets in Final Fantasy 14.
It sounds like the ability sets are very limited, so I don't think it's even going to be that much.
But it'll visually pull from
The thing that was inspired by
The
Final
thing.
Fantasy 2 and Final Fantasy 6. You're right.
So is it 2 or is it 4? Because I know there are
I
Dark
looked
Knights.
it up.
2
has-
I haven't played 2.
I looked up and 2 has the Dark
Okay.
Knight, but it probably will be more like 4's Dark Knight.
I don't know. I think 14s might be more like 2s.
Still
You don't
haven't
really
played 2.
get shit in. You don't really get shit in 4. Like Cecil's just kind of like, I deal a lot of damage when I attack and can do that thing that hits everybody but isn't very good.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I didn't see the thing that's in Dissidia's version of Cecil where it does, like, he shows out the bunch of orbs and then it goes come back to him. Because I think that's pretty iconic for, like, this is what Dark Knight does in that
4,
game.
yeah. That's true.
But I didn't see that in this trailer. It was more like, oh, I swing a sword and it shoots out dark wave energy, that sort of thing.
He also did that.
Okay.
Yeah. Cecil did.
Yeah, and 14 Dark Knight is a tank, so it's mostly like they're the tank that has worse damage mitigation than the other 2, but deals more damage.
Hmm.
And is very edgy.
Yeah, it's the way they're going to work in Monster Hunter is you get Dark Knight abilities because they're connected in some way to different armor sets and weapon sets, and you have to unlock like the Dark Knight power on those.
Interesting.
And then with the Pictomancer abilities, they works through your item menu.
Even weirder.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, right? And it seems like there's outfits to turn your cat into a cactuar or a Marlboro or a Marlboro.
Marlboro. Like the cigarette. It's spelled the same.
It is spelled the same.
Yeah,
That always
that's-
like bugged
that's
me. I was like, that can't be right, can it?
Marlboro. Just do it like that. Everyone will be like, pfft.
And weirdly, on the posters and stuff, it looks like the Mystery Dungeon Chocobo is a character in the game.
Ooh.
I don't know.
The Mystery Dungeon Chocobo is a character in 14 in one specific like storyline, which is being referenced in this.
Great. I'm excited. Maybe this game will go down in price or get optimized and be more playable eventually.
And in worst case scenario, the PS6 will be out in 18 months.
That's not right, is it?
One moment. No.
Probably
It is-
closer to 2 years, but
It's
still.
26 months, most likely. But who knows?
Right.
That would be
don't-
unreal. Happy 2027. Go buy a PS6.
It's $800.
It's $800.
You wish.
Okay.
God.
The first Descendant announced a new crossover collaboration was Bayonetta.
Do I have to pull up the image?
You might have to pull up the image. This is now the highest fidelity version of Bayonetta. Maybe I'm crazy, and things that
Okay.
were said way back in like 2008 have rotted in my brain.
Okay, I think I have the image. I'm gonna throw it up now, and then we can ask our panel of co-hosts, or if it's gonna be AFIF. So I have to
AFIF.
I have to rename the file type, and then tell it, yeah, shut the fuck up. Okay, is this a correct image? Yeah, that's the correct image.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's not the most severe one, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
definitely...
Do you would you prefer this one?
Yeah, I think that one's a little bit
Okay,
more
okay.
like okay.
We'll go with that one. One moment. Let me let's see. Oh man, these are all crunchy. Maybe I should just bring up the video and screen cap. Let's see. Can I get I assume the end has Okay, there. I've done it for you, Bob. Here
Okay.
we go. There.
I don't think that's of any other version of Bayonetta, but there was a thing going around, like in 2008, like she looks like Sarah Palin. And I think the first Descendant developers like, let's make her actually look like Sarah Palin.
Now, she does have this very like grandma look that normal Bayonetta does not.
Like they switched it to a more like wide jaw, kind of like her, and her nose looks not like in the other games, so it's just weird. And I'm like,
yeah, like she has more of a round square face, where Bayonetta's face feels like it's more slender.
Which I'm like, is this just a weird costume for a character that's already in the game? And that's why it's so strange. Or is it Sarah Palin?
I never imagined the day I would have to bring up an image of Sarah Palin on my fucking gaming news podcast. That's
see, I can't see Sarah Palin and I just go, that's Peggy Hill.
No, that's fair. I get it.
Like they look identical to me. I'm like, yeah, if you pulled her out of the television show, she would look like Sarah Palin.
One moment. God, I'm having to put so many fucking images on screen. God damn it. You know what? We're going. Oh, is that a new one?
I think that's a new one.
Then it'll upset Chris. I'm doing it. We're putting new Peggy up there. There you go. There's.
Yeah. No.
Especially this version of Peggy that has a different haircut.
Yeah. They shouldn't be this similar, right?
This is really funny now. Okay, we're doing the full gradient. You go over here. You go over, you in the middle, and then you over here. There we go.
Yeah, I feel like Bayo really doesn't belong in this comparison. Like it's the faintest hint. I think somebody said that Bayo looks like Tina Fey, which I think might be closer.
She does look really Tina Fey to me.
Okay,
it's true.
Which is whenever I see Sarah Palin, I have to do a double take. Like, shit, that's not Tina Fey? No, okay.
And now that you've said it, I see it in the Sarah Palin picture.
You just imagine Tina Fey as Sarah Palin, which she did.
That could be Tina Fey.
She did it on SNL.
She did. So of course.
I cannot get over Peggy Hill in the revival looking that much more like Sarah Palin. What are we doing? Wait, what are we talking? We gotta escape this. This is a gaming news podcast. Get the hell out of here, lady.
Yeah, that's just to be clear. This isn't enough to get me to play the first Descendant. Nothing will make me play a even worse version of Destiny. Come on, be reasonable.
But clearly, if you had a powerful 4090, you'd be like, "Oh, now I gotta play it because it looks so good."
And Bayonetta's in it, and she's very pretty.
She's beautiful.
They announced City Hunter Revival.
What?
Which, don't get too excited. This is them porting a PC Engine game to the PS5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, and PC.
Okay.
It's just a straight port of that PC Engine game.
Okay,
it has a full English translation now. That's nice.
No, that sounds awesome. I love PC Engine games.
And they actually got to retain the original music from the first anime ED, Get Wild by TM Network, which is a great song.
Oh, shit. That's awesome. Yeah, City Hunter's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Chat, did you know? I would show you a picture to show just how awesome City Hunter is, but I don't think I'm allowed to show that on Twitch here. I can show this to my co-host, though. I'm just trying to look up images of City Hunter, and this is like the first thing that surfaces. Anyway.
Dope.
Yeah.
City Hunter's pretty great.
Sea Vipers coming to Street Fighter 6 October 15th. That's normal. That's expected.
Uh-huh.
Well,
okay.
I don't think anyone could expect is to line up with the crossover with famed visual novel Banshee's Last Cry, or Kamitachi no Yoru, which starts on the same day. And then for that collaboration, there's going to be an actual extra World Tour episode and Battle Hub decorations. I've never heard of this.
This is the thing that that is probably because isn't this thing that's like called like Night of the Sickle Weasel? Like, and then they translated it as Banshee's Last Cry when they released it in English finally.
Mm-hmm.
Am I thinking of the correct thing?
Yes.
But yeah, it
that's what
inspired.
Kamigachi no Yoru is.
It inspired like every single person who's ever made a visual novel will be like, yeah, that's the game that inspired me. It's the game that created the term sound novel, which is, I believe, how you refer to visual novels specifically.
It is 30 years old, so that would check out. This is the 30th anniversary of that thing. Which I looked it up. It's not made by Capcom even. They're like crossing over.
No,
the
by
company that does
Chunsoft.
have it. Yeah. Very strange. And also the same day, I don't know if this is related. Maybe it somehow ties in. Mecha Zangief costume.
Important. Everybody loves Mecha Zangief.
There's a new trailer for Pragmata out. It has some very important stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's real good.
Yeah, the little robot girl, she like bites into ability upgrade SSDs and it gets their data. There's other stuff in the trailer, but I don't think that's important.
No.
No, not nearly as important.
I see that you deal damage and RPG damage numbers when you shoot things. That's important to me.
Yes, that is there. Very cool. I'm very excited for Pragmata, weirdly.
What? Why weirdly? It's been at the top of our most anticipated list for 5 fucking years.
Yeah, and I'm worn out.
No, you have to keep your excitement up for 5 years straight, Bob. Otherwise,
You better
soy.
get hype again, Bob. I will not have any of these negative emotions surrounding my robot space daughter's video game.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at this trailer. I'm actually starting to wonder if this might lean really into like the RE4 style shooting with like RPG juice, and that might be my game of the year when it comes out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it seems like a real contender.
Yeah, that coupled with when people played it like a couple months ago and be like, and we're talking about, yeah, it seems like it's going to be a Metroidvania. I was like, oh, that's really neat. Like just exploring this whole space station slowly. And this trailer introduces like the hub, as well as, the more important robot daughter details.
Also, the game has ray tracing.
Yeah, that's probably the worst part.
What? No, it's.
I hope there's a way to turn it off.
No, it's based, and it's the most important thing in the world.
I see.
I'm sorry. I just found it funny that Digital Foundry put up their video, like where they're like Ghost of Yote review, blah blah blah, and it has ray tracing.
Boo!
Because they spent a whole DF Direct being like, "There's no ray tracing in this indoors environment. What's motivating this light?" And I'm like, they've never seen movies before. I don't. That was wild. So it's very funny that they made the title that of all things.
Yeah,
It's so fucking hilarious.
well, obviously, because they talked about so much in that DF Direct, they had to like really know there is ray tracing.
They gotta be like, guys, it's okay. There's ray tracing. You can buy this
it now.
game.
Yeah, otherwise you couldn't buy it.
When does that game come out?
It's like the end of next week or something. It's October 1st or something.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's damn close. Yeah. Oh boy, my first $70 game since Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Yeah, I guess it's my first one I'm buying since then too. Because on Death Stranding, I waited till it was like I got it for $45 or something.
Yippee.
We also got a new trailer for Onimusha Way of the Sword. That trailer looks really nice. They actually showed a bunch of different characters in the games, and we got to see more of the story.
Cool.
And some of the combat, but I was honestly more excited to see that there will actually be different characters that are modeled in the game, because with RE Engine games, it feels like there's always so few. So when you start to see a cast that's more built out, it's a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
It's
modern
expensive to
gaming.
make characters.
Yeah, modern gaming. God, we need to go back. Tokyo Extreme Racer PS5 version was announced.
Ooh.
That comes out alongside them finally releasing the full PC version. It's out of early access now, and thus jumped up to $50. So you probably already missed.
Damn it.
I saw this announcement. I was very upset, but I was like, well, I guess no. I just wait for the PlayStation version.
God damn it. I even said I should probably get it.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
So, going back to Onimusha for 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is going to turn out to actually be a prequel to that Netflix show?
They've said explicitly that it is not. Which
Do you think we'll look at it and be like, at some point it was?
Yes, like I feel like they're either just straight lying or saying that because they don't want to be tied down to anything that they imply in that CG show. But it is the same characters. Like, it is literally Musashi and his
And it's
rival
like, gee,
Kojiro.
Musashi, how do you know about the Oni gauntlet that lets you fight demons? And he's basically like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. The plot elements that come out in this is apparently he was killed, and then the Oni gauntlets brought him back to life. So now if he takes it off, he's just going to die again. So maybe it won't connect to the cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know. We also got 2 enormous trailers for Ananta, which is that weird GTA 5 but Spider-Man but an anime game.
But Watch Dogs, but basketball, but
yeah, Bihoyo. So it still looks like all those, and they showed off a lot of specific things. Like, he has just straight up black suit Spider-Man abilities from that newest game.
He does. And it's unclear what they are or where they're coming out of. They're just happening.
Yeah, no, there's no explanation. And everyone just thinks it's normal. He also has, like, kill moves right next to things where he uses the environment, like shoving dudes in dumpsters and stuff. The
combat looks very it reminds me most of Sleeping Dogs.
I don't know. It looks so much like Spider-Man combat, like, but a little bit more violent. I was thinking that in like Yakuza, because you have what almost look like heat moves when he shows the dude through a windshield or grabs a golf club and punts some guy away with it.
It is so obviously Spider-Man. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. There's a selfie mode. You can walk around with your phone in selfie mode. It has Watchdog World hacking. It has controllable spider drones. It has basketball.
Jesus.
It has guns.
Yeah, it has guns. It has full driving mechanics. It has a slapping contest, you know, when that was big.
There's stealth gameplay.
Mm-hmm. It has fully customized outfits for every single character.
I'm going to have to put on my Fell for It Again award and play this for at least a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to know what this is, because it's so
At least
crazy.
until I eat all the initial content, like what happened with Infinity Nikki, where I'm like, well, I don't really feel like doing upkeep, so goodbye. I'll come back in 5 years.
Unlike a lot of these, it looks like the missions are much more like smoothly integrated into the game. Like, one of the trailers is just a bunch of cuts between a bunch of different things. The other trailer is just like 10 minutes straight of gameplay. And it's just, okay, he starts out outside his house fighting random dudes. Then he seamlessly goes into a driving segment and is driven around while shooting guys from the passenger side. And then that smoothly goes into him driving around. And it all seems like much less of the obvious hitches where it's loading in a new thing, like you see in all these MiHoYo likes, where it's like, okay, this is kind of janky.
And I don't see like in this gameplay thing, I don't see like a change character button.
They bring it up. It's actually got the GTA 5 insane shift character.
So,
it shoots you across the whole world.
So do each character have? Is it like GTA where like some missions are any character, and then I guess it'll be like that where some missions are any character, and then some are like specific.
Probably, because they even showed one mission where it was like those heist missions where you're 2 of them. So, I'm playing as the main guy beating up guys in this building, but then I can switch over to the sniper girl, and she snipes dudes that are trying to get him.
I guess Watch Dogs Legion tried to do that and completely failed. But I'm like, I was surprised nobody did that since GTA 5.
It's really hard.
God, this game looks really expensive. I'm gonna have to play it just for that. Like, it's insane. If they actually made GTA Online but anime, this is gonna be the most successful game of all time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, if they fucking land that plane, yes. Like, holy shit.
Even if it kind of sucks, it's going to be enormous.
Heck, even the music they put these trailers to is like, this is kind of catchy. I'm surprised.
Did you know music's important? And maybe more studios should invest in appealing music.
Yeah.
Not suitable music, not fitting music.
No.
Not immersive music. Memorable, catchy music that grabs you. Jesus.
Yeah.
Why do I even have to say this? No one else has to figure that out. You know how Hollywood solves this? They license pop music.
Right?
Games. What are you doing? What are you doing?
But that's it for my news.
Okay, well, that brings us to the state of play.
God, we have so many events this week. Good Lord.
I know, right? Saros, or Saros, the new Housemarque game is just literally, in a way I never could have anticipated, Returnal. It's just Returnal. The gameplay's Returnal, but they tease a lot of improvements, like some sort of permanent upgrade skill tree system sort of thing. They show what that might look like a little bit with describe what was it? The specific ability was the shield that they were saying this is unlocked via the thing.
Oh, was it that, or was it? I thought the only one they said directly was the coming back from dead.
Oh yeah,
ability.
the second wind, which made me think of Godfall, but that's because I'm damaged.
They are still on that packing in a bunch of deep, cool references goop because the planet this game takes place on is just called Carcosa.
Yes. So this is Returnal 2. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just call it that if it's going to be that.
Right?
It's
Maybe they didn't want the baggage of the house.
Yeah, I would also want to avoid the baggage of the maybe our game was just senility plot that Sony obviously forced them to shove in.
I think it's really fucking sick. I would like a leaner, meaner, more built out, more polished Returnal. Of course, I'm interested in that. It does feel fucking weird that took 5 years. It does feel completely strange that they scaled up the studio. They built a whole new studio in order to have a much larger team and everything else. The director left, all to make what is the same game again, but more built out. This boggles the mind.
Yeah, no, that feels bad. This is the sort of thing, like, if this was a 2 or 3 year turnaround, I'm like, oh, that's neat.
Yeah, no, if this was 3 or 4, that would be neat. Because some of that's them building a new studio and scaling up. It took 5 years and we're moving. Returnal was UE4. So this is, I believe they announced UE5. So presumably they upgraded their tech to take advantage of all the cool features of UE5.
And now it's got a cool Hollywood actor, so you know it's a real game now.
Now it's a real game, says Sony. This is wild. I'm excited for the game, though. It comes out March 20th, 2026. Everything they say about it just makes me go, oh, cool, Returnal, but better. I'm interested.
I wish it looked less dark. Guess we'll maybe
Some environments are bright. I was kind of surprised when they showed the what was it? It was like a luscious green and blue environment in the middle there. You could even see me pop up when that happened.
I can't even remember it because everything else was just dark yellow and black.
They showed about 5 different environments, I think, during the supercut. But yeah, Zero Parades is made by the people who I can't even get through it.
Skip it.
Don't just skip it.
Just skip it.
Okay.
They moved on to something afterwards, right acted.
Zero Parades, and then the bottom says it's for assholes. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is coming to PS5 in 2025.
Yep.
This was at the Sony State of Play. If this is the absolute state of the industry,
Right.
and Microsoft specifically right now, I don't know what is. God, I'm gonna vomit. Battlefield 6 is coming out October 10th. They showed a trailer of the campaign, and it went boo-doo, boo-doo, boo. And things blew up. It seemed okay. There were lots of vehicles. What'd you say?
My God.
I know. The real showcase here. The shot heard round the world. The thing everyone actually cares about. Deus Ex Remastered looks incredible. In fact, it looks so good. I'm redoing the thumbnail. I can't believe I didn't think to put him in the fucking thumbnail. His face is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Just right next to Sarah Palin.
Yeah, I'm going to have to redo the entire thumbnail. This is done by Aspire. It literally looks like instead of this game coming out in 2000, what if it came in like 2004 to 2005? And it just looks different. We modeled out some things that were textures before, and everything's so slick and shiny.
God.
I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think the most apt comparison is like they made the Blue Shift models for this. Like the upgrade from Half-Life to Half-Life Blue Shift, like they did that with Deus Ex.
But
It's worse because those look artistically sound from everything I've seen. These do not.
I think it's still every time Aspire comes up now, I just think, yeah, they were going to make an actually new version of
KOTOR.
KOTOR, yeah, right.
Sony trusted them with that. What the fuck were they thinking?
Look at every single project they do. It's this.
Also, again, this existing has brought the Half-Life 2 cinematic mod to the fore again, and people just yelling fully modeled underneath the fucking replies and posts about this. And I'm like, Jesus. So Bob, we're gonna stream this version.
I hope so. It has haptic feedback. Other versions don't.
Wow, that's awesome.
And
My
other
friends,
specific DualSense related features we can't talk about right now.
but soon. I'm very excited. All of my friends who love Deus Ex will be very, very okay with me buying and playing this version first before any other.
I hope that it has a way to switch the graphics back and forth, because I think they've done that on some of their games.
I hope it doesn't, so they get really mad that I'm playing this version.
You know, let's just keep this between you and me, chat.
Uh-oh.
I think original Deus Ex looks hideous. Like, there's no good artistic integrity to any of it. So do this to it. It's hilarious.
No. That game looks cool. It looks cool at all. This doesn't look cool anymore. There's like nothing cool on screen in this anymore. They somehow made everything not cool.
And like at the end of the day, that game has the excuse of being a PC game from 2000.
Right?
Right. It's made in America, and they didn't know what art was. They couldn't figure out how to make 3D models look good in any way with textures that look even remotely okay.
It took them until
I need
2009. When did Uncharted 2 come out?
2009. Yeah, you got it. I need to show chat this. They need to see the A/B comparison. Look at this shit, chat. Yeah, the guy on the left is a lot cooler and makes more sense artistically than the guy on the
Dracula Flow.
Right? It's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious. I can't believe they modeled his hair, but now it looks worse. Now it's shiny.
No, that's why it's so funny.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to talk about Aqua Teen.
God damn it! When will I escape this horrible life I live?
Remember that episode where Carl is sold on a wig that is made of steel and bolted to his head?
Yep, chat, sorry. God damn it. Look at this. The guy on the left is cool at all. The guy on the right is the guy vaping on a street corner who thinks he's cool in Matrix.
That is some straight up bought from Wish crap.
It totally is. It totally is. No, the guy on the right wishes he was Steven Seagal. That's how tired it is. Temu Deus Ex. It's so fucking hilarious, dude. Every aspect of this is fucking hilarious. That was the funniest shit in the world when they announced that. Most people, can you imagine how that shit's gonna look when it does a front-on shot of our main character?
It's going to be incredible. I don't know why
talking like this.
I think we should start doing this shit more often. We should remaster games not to modern sensibilities. Like I want to see more PS1 games just turned into PS2 games.
Yeah. No, it's the correct
somebody in
move.
chat said it, and it's all I can think of is this new version looks like Saints Row the Third.
I'm so excited to see our man in the front-on shot talking like this.
Yes. This is going to be great.
This is going to be fucking great. This is going to be the best fucking stream we've done since fucking the GTA remasters. Those were hilarious. By the way, I got my mouse to come back by unplugging and replugging in the mouse.
Wow.
I hate you, Windows.
Windows
You
is
should
great.
go to hell. After that, we got Halloween the game. It's an asymmetric horror sandbox. Michael Myers uses his famous shape jump to avoid detection. I kept talking to Bob about I need to play this game and then go back to those movies and go, why doesn't he shape jump? What is he doing?
God. I can't believe they gave it a special name and talking about it like that. It's like, dude, just show it. We don't need to talk about this.
It's got
this
the
is goofy.
shape job. They're like, you devs, you have to talk about your game while we show your footage. We're not just going to show a trailer. They're like, uh-oh. Tom, what should we tell him? Tell him about shape jump. We are not fucking doing that, Tom. Okay, you come up with something. Good point. We're telling them about shape jump.
You want to talk about the squeeze shoes and how you squeeze through them?
We don't have squeeze through, sir. We don't even have that. We can't even reach up that level. Last Epoch, or Epoch, coming to PS5 along with its first expansion, Orobis. It's like an abyss of Orobo. It's a Diablo-like action RPG. You might like that.
I was surprised when it showed up here because it really didn't look high rent enough to show up here, but, whatever. That just shows what this state of play becomes.
This one was a little dire, yeah. The 7 Deadly Sins, Origin is coming out January 28th, 2026. That is a game that was either a winner or a contender for fakest trailer because the first trailer they showed for this shit was unfucking real.
I sure noticed that none of what they've shown since looks anything like that.
That's very strange.
Yeah, it's almost like that was a CG video that they were lying and saying was gameplay, and now it's actually something that has to run on something real and not cost $800 million.
Unlike Ananta or whatever, which apparently would have cost billions of dollars to make.
Apparently.
Yeah, that sure seems like it has shitloads of money pounded into.
Sonic Racing's Crossworlds announced a Mega Man DLC is coming in 2026 as a part of their season pass, so I went and asked for the code. I literally was going to pass, and then they announced it for real, and I'm like, oh, it's a Battle and Chase car. Okay, I got to go apply for a code, and then they gave me a code, and I was like, thank you very much. You have a deal, child of man. It's got Mega Man and Proto Man, and the Rush is the Battle and Chase car. It's got Wily Castle stage. It plays the Mega Man 2 Wily song. You know the one. Of all the songs they could have remixed or had from Mega Man, just Wily 2.
Yeah,
that's the worst part. Anyway, Neo 3 is coming out February 6, 2026. The trailer talks about time travel, but doesn't really show how it works in game. $70.
Neo really
I'm
should
not
be a
gonna pay
$70
seven.
game.
Yeah, I'm not going to pay $70 for it, but I will certainly get it once it's a little bit cheaper.
It's like, dude,
I highly enjoyed. The only one of those Team Ninja things I didn't like was Wolong, and to a lesser extent, Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that they, even though Rise of the Ronin did terribly, that's their worst selling game of. Well, I guess it was sold well for them, but it wasn't what Sony wanted at all. I can't believe they sucked.
No,
at the price.
it didn't sell all that well. Like they wanted, Koei Tecmo wanted $5 million. They spent forever making that game.
Jesus. Yeah, I can't believe they're doing $70 again. It's like, dude, with Ninja Gaiden, like, I'm going to fall for it because I'm a sucker who's been waiting for the series forever. This is Neo 3. This isn't like, it doesn't have like a blood.
That's
like,
a AAA game by their standards.
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered comes out March 19th, 2026. Man, I'm eating well.
Yeah, right?
I got Warriors Abyss this year, Dynasty Warriors Origin this year. Next year, I get fucking Dynasty Warriors 3 Remastered. There's a chance that Zelda Warriors game is now 60 frames per second. The one that comes out later this year. I might get 4 fucking Dynasty Warriors games in a single 12-month span. Fuck yeah. Well, just barely over 12 months. It's like 13, 14 months. Because Origins was January.
We get the DLC, which is going to be huge for Origins. It's going to be huge.
Maybe it will be.
That's a whole other game.
Maybe you'll blow my dick off. Code Vein 2. January 30th, 2026. They released 15 minutes of gameplay separately from the $70. It sure is Code Vein. You see it and you go, that's Code Vein. And then your main character goes, ah woo, and gets a wolf face mask. And
he's got
They
the
said,
dogness.
They said that like they were going even harder on the character creator this time, which is good because that was like the best part of
Yeah, they showed off
Code Vein 1.
They showed it off a bit in that 15 minutes, and it's like, yeah, there's an insane amount of options there. They also showed off the first environment, which didn't look like was made out of pre-made little hallways connected together, so that was
good.
encouraging.
Yes, this game is clearly much more high rent than than Code Vein 1. It also looks much more like Dark Souls.
Despite the fact it comes out only a few days from now, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance: The Ivalice Chronicles is here at the State of Play. They would like you to remember that is a video game. You can buy it in 6 days.
There's no advance.
There's a
in
lot
that
of shit.
title.
There's a lot of shit that
Yeah.
Did I? Damn. I'm
there's
sorry.
a lot
I'm
of shit
just
that
thinking
feels
about
like
Advance.
maybe it shouldn't be in a Sony show, and maybe this was a little light.
Yeah, this is a very thin State of Play. I mean, the next thing we're talking about is Let It Die.
Look, we needed
Hey,
at
if it
least
seems to
30
cost
minutes
money,
of
that's
stuff
better
to
than the
pack
original.
in around the Wolverine trailer.
Yeah, and it feels like there's a lot of other stuff they could have packed in from this week, like the stuff I had in my news segment. Any of those Capcom trailers would be way more hype than
Oh, yeah.
what they did here.
Oh, yeah. No, that would be way more hype than almost every last thing in here.
You could even just show in the Sea Viper trailer, and that's better than anything.
Let It Die Inferno, December 3rd, $25. You know, Let It Die? It's back again.
Yeah, it looks like they've let them spend way too much money. I imagine this whole studio is going to collapse completely when this game doesn't do well.
I still have no idea what they're thinking with this.
Yeah.
Chronoscript, The Endless End is 2026. It's a Metroidvania set in a book, and the pages are sprawled out across a room. You travel in between them. You are ink. You travel through ink.
Mm-hmm.
He kept saying stuff like exploration, action, adventure. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't say roguelike, motherfucker. Please. Please. This looks so cool. Don't say roguelike.
Right. I think all of us were there too. Especially when he said the endless end. I was like, no, it's endless. No.
The value is endless. Crimson Desert, that thing being made by the Black Desert people, comes out March 19th, 2026. Bob will soon be
swear to
released
God
from
it's
his
a single.
prison.
They swear to God it's a single player game. We'll see.
That was a whole ass Clockwork Dragon in that trailer.
It was. There's cool shit in that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Pulse, Elevate, trademark. Wireless speakers shown. Note, a wire was shown because it needs
Suck
power.
my dick, Sony. Choke on it.
They
What
have
are you doing?
They have microphones built in so it can use AI to noise reduce. Here's what I don't understand. You normally do that on headphones
Uh-huh.
because you're reducing the sound from outside the headphones. Why are you doing it on speakers?
Well, you...
No, I think the microphone is meant for chat.
Okay, that's what I figured. But normally on
Right.
auto products, when they talk about using a mic for active noise canceling, it's normally that instead of it's so you can chat with active, like with background noise removal.
Right, which they're kind of pitching these as desktop speakers for your
Yeah,
PC.
they're literally
so you will be
aiming for
close to
me.
them.
Well,
while talking.
don't say for PC. I mean, it's really more of Mac and PlayStation because PC support's coming later.
I forgot.
Just to be clear, PC support's coming later. This yet again uses the dongle, the USB dongle that the other Sony wireless headset products use, because they have a standard that's low latency, completely lossless Bluetooth audio, which is, in case you don't know anything about Bluetooth audio, a fucking drastic step up in several ways from other solutions. So that's why they have their own version. That's why it has a dongle. There's no PC support for this dongle when this thing launches next year, it sounds like. Holy shit, that's the whole point of the thing.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, there are black and white variants available, except if you want a white one, you have to go to PlayStation Direct and order it through their store while supplies last.
Or other select retailers we don't know yet.
Are you promise?
Yeah, that's what it said on that little thing.
Those speakers could be useful and good. However, I don't think Sony has an amazing track record with their PlayStation spin-off hardware business. I don't think their monitors have reviewed especially well. Because by the way, they shoved that monitor in my face. They have a 480 hertz 1440p monitor that is $1,200.
It's PlayStation branded?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation right now. You can buy it through
Weird.
it was that InZone brand of monitors they launched some years ago. We talked about.
Weird. I can't believe that's still going.
I think that was last year. Yeah, I'm not even sure if that was a model that came in the first lineup. That might. I mean, it's 1440p and 480 hertz. I think that may have been later. Yeah, I don't know. I would be interested in checking it out. And my speakers are literally dying and have been for years now. Any day I could just lose sound entirely. It would be nice to have a solution, but damn, if I'm not like skeptical.
Yeah, no, this is something I too would be kind of interested in if it wasn't like this wireless sort of setup.
Yeah.
With, you know, all the proprietary stuff around that. It's like, that just makes it complicated. I want to just plug it in and know it'll work for speakers because I don't need to move those. Like, I don't.
But now you can hook it up to 2 systems at once.
I guess that's the advantage.
Yeah, the idea
like,
is
it was so hard for me to figure out one because it's like, well, it's headphones that make perfect sense. I'm walking around. With seats, it's like,
yeah, you carry them around, except for there's a cable to power them. Yeah, no. So the idea is kind of like you would have multiple of those dongles on multiple devices. So you could have it on your PS5 and your Mac or PC.
Okay.
Or all 3 if you own all 3. Eventually, but not at launch.
Not at launch.
Again, they didn't announce a price for this. I expect 200 or more. I expect 250, 200. We'll see. The speakers angle slightly. Ooh. Last of Us Day is almost here. And to celebrate, it's called Outbreak Day, actually. To celebrate, Last of Us 2 Remastered is coming to PlayStation Plus. This is a remaster of a game that's 5 years old.
Shut the fuck up about Last of Us for a little while.
No, it needs to be stuck in the public conscience forever.
All it's doing is pissing people off. Even people who like it are like, still?
Yeah, no, they had a really big success, took forever to turn it into a show, let a guy make a sequel that took too long to make, and now are making some other game instead of a 3, but they're going to make a 3 eventually, that seems. So they want to keep it alive forever.
And then that sequel ended up upsetting people. 7 years. That second season of the TV show ended up upsetting people.
Yeah,
that'll be like 7,000 years. That'll be like 7 years from now at the earliest that The Last of Us 3 comes out.
Maybe they're going to blow our mind. Maybe
they're not.
Maybe it's only going to come out in 6 years.
Honestly, I kind of think Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet will be the last game that Naughty Dog ships.
Why is that?
Because it seems like they're just like they having the exact same problem they had with The Last of Us Part 2, where they're burning the studio's workflow to the ground, trying to grind out this huge game. And I feel like that's really hard to recover from again.
Yeah, I don't know if the studio is going to die, but I feel like after this, we might see Neil Druckmann leave. Like, he might be forced out.
He will definitely leave if this game doesn't sell super good.
Yeah, do we have stories about this development going as bad as The Last of Us Part 2? Because that did have an insane amount of burnout of people just leaving and work conditions being bad. I haven't heard anything about how labor is going on this one.
We have heard that, like, yeah, it's the biggest thing, and we keep getting more and more people, is what I keep hearing. And, like, it's taking 7 years to make.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's insane.
But hey, here's a neat trick for keeping people on your staff. Don't, I don't know, on a whim, come in and decide to rewrite a thing and then throw away a shitload of work that someone did for 9 months straight. That might help you retain employees.
This seems very specific.
Maybe it is. Who knows? I'm just coming up with theoreticals here. Anyways, PlayStation Plus. That's a third tier of plus. Is getting Tekken 3, Soul Calibur 3, and Tomb Raider Anniversary. Reminder, nowadays you can just buy these. You can just buy these things. They aren't usually locked to the sub, so it's cool that we get Soul Calibur 3.
Yeah.
And if you want Soul Calibur 2, you could technically go over to the Nintendo Switch.
I'm astonished that Tekken 3 wasn't already on this service. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know why they did 1 and 2 and not 3. Real interesting.
And I think Tomb Raider Anniversary actually, didn't that get a 360 version? So this kind of isn't the ideal version?
Assuming that version's good.
Yeah, I guess so. There's always chances that was a rushed
There's a
version.
chance. Yeah, it didn't used to be that bad back then. They used to, like, largely make a product passable. Then we invented patches. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if this would be the ideal version. If someone has experience with Tomb Raider Anniversary, I'd be very curious to know exactly what the deal is, and if the PS2 version through a higher res emulator is like an ideal version. We also got announcements for the Gran Turismo 7 Spec 3 update. They're adding 2 tracks, 8 vehicles, quote, a new circuit experience, and a data logger feature, which was just time charts and stuff, keeping track of all sort of metrics. That shit's wild. This isn't for me.
No.
This is for a very small group of Gran Turismo super freaks. Then they announced God of War 20th Anniversary DualSense going on sale next month for $85. $85.
That's a lot.
So the 20th anniversary for God of War was like in March.
Mm-hmm.
Were they just waiting? Like, is there any chance of us actually being able to get that game out this year? No. Okay, announce the controller.
I have no idea.
I assume they'd still want to announce the game during the anniversary, but I don't know.
Yeah, they could
unless it's like more than a year off.
They could announce it at the Game Awards.
Yeah, it feels
and
like
that would hit more people.
Right, that's something they would say for a Keighley show.
They finished the state of play by showing Wolverine. It comes out fall next year. Logan is played by Liam McIntyre, the Gears of War JD Phoenix. That was not. Did that leak? Did we know that from a leak?
Yes, that was in the Insomniac leak.
So
just like a lot of other characters.
Yeah, so that's
one of which I need to see so bad. I need to see if they scanned the actor's face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Pod Lord will never be the same if they scanned his face.
Oh no!
It's gonna be deeply upsetting. The worst thing.
It means it's Gary Busey, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The worst thing that could happen to me is if they don't show it before the game's out.
I know, right?
So that way I have to stream it in front of chat, and they get to see my face when he shows up. That'd be the worst thing that could happen to me. You show it ahead of time, it's like ripping off the Band-Aid. You make me stream it to chat.
Yeah, you can
we
see
know
all
it's gonna be in there.
see all the edits.
Exactly. This game will have a level of detail Insomniac has never done before.
Spider-Man 3's
Who
insane.
cares?
What are you talking about? That game has so much detail everywhere. It's ludicrous.
Does anybody still get moved by this that doesn't work for Digital Foundry?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. They said this, and I had no reaction. If I have no reaction, that means basically no one has any like fetishism for that anymore.
It's like a Blue Sky artist Atelier Alyssa said. The only time I ever cared about seeing a video game character's pores was Cloud in Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I could tell he was wearing foundation when he cross-dressed.
That is an important thing you get out of Fidelity. Something tells me Logan won't wear foundation when he inevitably cross-dresses.
Right, they have to do that.
It's obligatory. It's in every Marvel game. It's a feature the Canadian wilderness. The Canadian wilderness. The stressing the wilderness part to me is funny because then I want to have like ancient Japan. It's gonna have Japan and Madripoor, a fictional city in Southeast Asia. I'm not excited for the Wolverine guys with Asian wives to come back. I don't like that.
I mean, that's what Wolverine's always been.
I know, but I don't want to see the sticker, is all I'm saying. They show Omega Red and Mystique. Cool, great. I'm hyped.
Yeah,
yes,
those are cool characters.
I'm going to need more X-Men, more mutants. Thank you. This is great. What the fuck? So-called gameplay trailer has 12 seconds of gameplay and is mostly in-game cinematics and finisher animations. They had that?
That's what they called this.
No.
They called this the gameplay trailer. That's the only reason I wrote that. It was like,
dude,
I had to go frame by frame. It was like, yeah, that's 12 seconds of him actually moving the character and not doing some animation. not doing something like fancy kill.
They're going to show more in spring. I'm really excited for this game. I want to get it at launch. I love Insomniac games. The only thing that kept me from enjoying Spider-Man Miles Morales was the major glitches I had with it. The only thing that kept me from enjoying Spider-Man 2 was just how much it was too much in such a short I didn't need a third giant Spider-Man game in such a small amount of time. This being Wolverine should instantly be better, but, and this is going to sound controversial, I did not see one gameplay thing during that entire video that makes me go, how exciting.
Yeah, that's when you mentioned that the other day, that's why I went and looked this up. It's like, yeah, 12 seconds of gameplay. Of course you didn't see anything fun.
I mean, I saw him like go raw and then slide into a position to do a really cool kill.
Right.
When what I want to see is some sort of back and forth combat thing.
I know.
To give me an idea of what the flow of the game is.
Right. Instead, they're more interested in showing you him like sliding down a rooftop or jumping around on a cable. It's like, I want to know what the game is.
So I'm interested. I'm excited. I'm there day one. I'm going to get punished.
Yes.
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe the gameplay will be fun. Insomniac hasn't disappointed me yet outside of Resistance 2.
I wish the Wolverine outfit was more exciting because like the Spider-Man outfit I think is really different from other Spider-Man outfits that are around for the first one of those. And then this just kind of looks like almost like exactly like the last Wolverine movie suit.
So Deadpool.
Yeah,
3.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame. I thought they'd be something new and exciting.
Aggro, do you have thoughts on Wolverine?
I'm really glad they leaned into the M rating.
Yeah, this would have been terrible if it was
Yeah,
like the
I am
cartoon.
also thankful.
They would have had.
And it's not like it's not just like, oh yeah, we finally let Wolverine slash some guys. They're like, we have increased the amount of detail on Wolverine slashing these guys to fetishistic levels. You can see blood in every pore on his face as he rips this guy in half.
Yeah, it's great. And that's the thing, right? Like, if the fidelity's going to serve something, it's going to serve how insanely fucked up it is that Wolverine, cuts people up. Chris, any thoughts on Wolverine?
Not until we see more. Like, right, what do I have right now? Like, it has some canned animations and it looks aesthetically like their Spider-Man games.
If there was a video game where Sony would push too far for the PS5 and it would become a noisy, blurry mess, this is it. I've already seen image quality problems in this trailer that make it like the worst image quality of a Sony first-party game. I'm kind of scared.
Uh-huh.
We'll see how it
Well,
goes.
the good news is you'll just have to wait at most a year to play it.
If they found a way to surpass at Sony first party the limits of the PS5, I don't think it's a we'll get it later. I think it's a oops, the physical boundaries of a finite universe.
Yup.
Those people are wizards. Compare everything they've done with the PS5 to everyone else. They have like really immaculate image quality, fidelity that's fucking insane, and it all looks good. And then you look at everyone else and it's like it's a fucking nightmare.
When Alan Turing writes code for computers that don't exist yet, it's impressive. When you do it, it's fucking irresponsible.
True. Let's see. So that was the end of the state of play. Then we got the Kojima Productions thing. It's the 10th anniversary of Kojima Productions. They shipped 2 games.
He talked a lot about his 10, 20, and 30-year plans, and each one's like got weird wording about being a spaceship, which the translator was clearly tripping over because this whole thing was live translated.
Oh, 1 second. We have an important question, chat. The main question, Dan, will it have Beast from X-Men? Yes. I'm telling you. Post-credit
I mean,
scene,
that leak.
it will have Beast from X-Men.
Will
That
Beast...
leak was like, this leads into the 3-part X-Men RPG. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they will have a lot of X-Men in this game.
Do you think the Beast will rip anyone's head off? I know
No.
it's not really rip a
Hank
Beast
wouldn't
thing.
do that.
Okay.
Hank's a peace. He's a peaceful guy. He will go to prison until they need him to leave prison so they can save the day and him do his damn job. That's Hank. He's not going to rip someone's head off. He might talk their head off. That's pretty Hank. Anyways, there's a Kojima Productions credit card. It's for Japan. It's not for you.
A Kojima credit card?
Okay, I didn't watch this show. I have to ask for a clarification. Is this like he is partnered with a company that offers lines of credit to make a themed card? Or is Kojima Productions offering lines of credit?
It is the first one.
Okay. Because I would not put it past this motherfucker.
Right?
Hey, Chris, can I get you to? Just one moment. Can you can you say what you just said? Just like one more one more time.
They gave him a Kojima credit card?
God.
Okay, we can move
Jesus.
on. OD was shown. It's real. It might be called OD Knock, or that was the name of the trailer, or that was the name of the part of the game. I think it's the trailer.
Yeah,
I don't know though.
Yeah, they were really unclear about it. Again, translated live, so I'm not sure either.
Yay!
There's nothing confirming anything on any of the official websites.
Awesome.
Sounds about right.
Uses Unreal Engine 5. It looks like PT. It stars Sophia Lillis from It. Maybe takes place in the real world. In real world places known for being haunted.
Yeah, there's a lot of like weird redacted out texts about filmed here, and then like
Yeah, like
words
they
missing.
mega scanned a building.
Right.
And
Which is in like if most game studios came out with that, I'd be like, that is some try-hard bullshit. When Kojima does it, I'm like, oh fuck, what is this try-hard bullshit artist gonna do?
he said they need to. He wants to scan another ghost, but the last time they scanned the ghost in his studio, they had to go to a shrine with Microsoft employees.
They did show images of him and Phil Spencer at the shrine.
That he said that's why they went.
Yeah.
Death Stranding live action film directed by Michael Sarnowski. Who is Michael Sarnowski?
Oh my god, I just blanked on it. But yeah, he does stuff for A2.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
Okay.
A Quiet Place Day One. And the original, right, sir?
No, I think he took over for 2, and that's one of the reasons that the Koji got him, because he liked 2 so much, and 2 also apparently diverts a lot from the original.
I see. So, A Quiet Place Day One, Pig, The Testimony, and upcoming, I suppose, The Death of Robin Hood. Wow. He's getting to write and direct with a lot of freedom. It's not retelling the story of the game, but something else in the same universe. Death Stranding Mosquito, working title, animated film announced. It's CG. It's anime. It's directed by Hiroshi Miyamoto from Eiga Precure. They did Eiga Precure Dream Stars.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, they even were like, I know it's weird. We didn't want to come out and just say he was the Precure guy, but here we are.
But here we are. Main character has a weird mosquito-looking creature coming out of his mouth. They showed a fight scene that is hopefully not nearly complete, Bob writes.
Yeah, it looked really rough, which the early trailers for that Precure movie also looked terrible. But later footage does look okay. So maybe it'll be okay.
They also showed Fizzent. Poster. They showed a poster for Fizzent. They revealed some cast members. Charlie Fraser from Furiosa. Don Lee, Train to Busan, Eternals. Eternals. Oh
Yeah, he was in Eternals.
Minami Hamabe, Shin Kamen Rider, Godzilla -1. Very cool. But you know what's way more cool and way more relevant? Kojima Production Sake. It's through Shimizu Seizaburo Shoten. It's called Zaku Luden's Sake. This motherfucker!
He'll do anything.
Jesus. Then there was a Kojima production or a Kojima roundtable hosted by Jeff Keighley, featuring Kojima, George Miller, Guillermo del Toro, and Mamoru Oshii.
Damn.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they kind of opened it was like, oh man, it was the advent of AI and everything's becoming so much more easy. Mm-hmm. And it seems like they started to back off that a little bit after Del Toro is like, it makes some note of like, feels like the way the technology is currently progressing is driven specifically by certain companies.
No way.
Uh-huh.
No way.
So I think they started to get a little bit better as that panel went.
Yeah, no, I can imagine like AI is great, and Del Toro just puts a knife on the table.
Yeah.
Any creator who's obsessed with pushing technology like falls into this AI hole. If George Lucas was still making shit, he'd be right there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and all of them are like over 60-year-old dudes. They just think it's the next big technology wave, and it's like, no, this isn't the same thing. Is like digital cameras and all these other things. This is something different.
Also, I don't think they really understand the effect it has, like not just on the environment, but on people and labor and creativity and all these other things. It's like, no, there's only one group of people who gets out ahead from this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Death Stranding Niantic spatial game thing. It's called The New Dawn. Maybe.
Yeah, again, I couldn't find any actual information on their website about this. And Niantic Spatial is actually the part that broke off and was supposed to be developing technology, not games. So I don't know what's up with that. This dude came out and just said AI like 100 times.
Okay. That was it for that. We also had the Xbox Tokyo Game Show featuring Gungrave Gore Blood Heat. Bob?
Yeah.
It's
a completely rebuilt version of Gungrave Gore.
Wow, wasn't the first one using Unreal Engine 4?
Yep.
So this is just Unreal Engine 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably just Unreal Engine 5.
They kept saying rebuilt on a completely new engine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, is it just UE5?
It certainly looks different.
It does look different, and it looks better than Deus Ex Remastered, but that's not the bar, man.
No. They also said that it was going to do more throwbacks to the originals. We'll see. I'm a moron. I'll play it.
Okay. Double Dragon Revive is out October 23rd. They showed off mission mode with challenges and extra mode with additional story.
Yeah, the game continues to look okay, which is exactly what I want. I hope it's not like $70.
The Fatal Frame 2 remake had an interview. Reminder, that game comes out early 2026. It was worked on by the same director who did every single Fatal Frame game, Makoto Shibata. It uses Koei Tecmo's engine. It's worked on by Team Ninja, and it has a new hand-holding mechanic. Doki Doki. Fallout 76 talked about some camp building updates that are already in the game. Didn't they also get some people to show off like what they made in it?
They had a slideshow of things people had made.
Okay, cool. Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 coming to Xbox November 14th.
Why even bother?
Hitman World of... I mean, we're in the why even bother section of this because it's fucking Xbox.
Right.
Hitman World of Assassinations, Bruce Lee is your partner against the Dragon.
That's the full name of the expansion.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hitman World of Assassination, Bruce Lee is your partner against the Dragon.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
So you're like infiltrating some tournament and you have to like, I guess, keep people from assassinating Bruce Lee while he gets to do the actual fights and like get you closer to the Dragon.
Okay.
It's very weird.
Sweary showed off Hotel Barcelona.
Yeah, it literally was a Let's Play with Sweary. That game looks terrible.
Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D was shown off. They showed a large amount of underwater gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's new for this version.
Yeah, the phrasing on Gamatsu made it seem like it was new content. They used the phrase new content.
If it's not new and it is something from the old game, I'm like, oh, is One Piece referencing this?
People saying it is new. See, I didn't beat Dragon Quest 2 yet, so I didn't know.
So it's referencing One Piece.
Yes. It's all a giant circle. Rhythm Doctor comes out December 6th. It's a crazy looking pixel art rhythm game with a constantly shifting play area.
Yeah, it looked almost like they're trying to be WarioWare, but it's always the same game, and you're just shifting between different areas where that game is being played. It's very interesting. It even opened up with a thing of like, all of this is in game. There's been no external editing. This is just how the game is.
Flight Simulator Japan update.
They're adding a bunch of locations to Japan, like
Cool.
a ton.
Good. Man, Xbox is really trying in Japan. Why are they doing that? They
I don't
kind
know.
of stopped trying as an entire division.
Right?
Weird. Romancing Saga 2 Remake is coming to Xbox. It is, in fact, out right now.
My God.
Romancing Saga 2 Remake. That's a good game. Sip. Star Sand Island comes out February 1st. It's a farming life sim game where you play as sisters? Project Evil Bane. I thought it said Evil Bone at first. Second half of 2026. Bob says it has a laughably bad narrator, and it's something about knights fighting demons.
Yeah, it's just a CG trailer. I have no idea what this game is, but yeah, the narrator's hilarious.
That bone's evil. Downright sinister bone. Ninja Gaiden 4 difficulty options were detailed. Hero mode has assists like auto block. You can turn off and on. Hero, normal, and hard can be switched between freely. Master Ninja cannot be. They showcased how Master Ninja mode looks.
Oh, and they also talked about having a training mode for the first time in the series.
Oh, wow. Mistfall Hunter. They showed concept art. What was it? though?
I don't know.
Okay. It's concept art.
Yeah,
Right now, that's all it is.
It basically,
Terminal Brigade Cross Evangelion.
I guess Terminal Brigade is a currently going free to play game, but
Yes.
this trailer showed nothing of what that was.
Okay. Good to know.
So,
Age of Mythologies Japan expansion. Heavenly. Oh, it has Heavenly Spears.
it's called Heavenly Spears.
Oh, it's called Heavenly Spears.
Yeah, that's coming out.
Okay. Black Ops 7 has a Japan multiplayer map. Man, they really are doing a giant push. Jesus.
Right?
Forza Horizon 6 out in 2026, set in Japan. Teaser trailer, kind of like Contraband, launching on Xbox PC first, PS5 later. Bob,
Yeah.
I can't believe they announced this and no one talked about it.
Right?
I've seen no one on Blue Sky post about Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah.
Chat, how many of you just found out there's a Forza Horizon 6 right now watching this podcast? I'm blown away. People like Forza Horizon.
Yeah, people like Forza Horizon. This is the one franchise they have that's still going people like.
Yeah, that's a shitload of people in chat who just found out.
That's hilarious.
This
I saw this get posted at like 5 a.m., I was like,
Well, why would they market it before they have a PS5 version ready? That's the version that's going to make money.
I hate that he's right.
right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's like we said, an Xbox showcase for Tokyo Game Show is about the least important place you can announce a thing, including Xbox's own games.
I am willing to bet that Xbox is now explicitly the beta testing for the PS5 version.
So depressing. I don't like that thought. God. Anyways, that's it.
No, we have one more thing that came out just now.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Let me pull it up so I make sure that I get it. Konami announces game creation project YY World Craft for PC, iOS, and Android. YY World, Konami YY World is an NES game that combines all their franchises and is like a weird Metroidvania platformer.
Yeah, their best franchises: Castlevania, The Goonies.
Contra, I think you can get one of their ships too.
Mhm.
Anyway, they're making like a Mario Maker type game out of it for PC and mobile. It has the Contra guys and a bunch of Castlevania characters as a trailer for it. It looks insanely cheap.
Of course.
Man, that Armchair Devs could have literally pitched this.
Yeah.
Yup.
Chat, do you remember we did an Armchair Devs for this exact thing when Konami was like, "You should make a thing with our IPs."
It's gonna have
that.
3D game modes too, so it's really way too ambitious.
Man, this is weird.
Yeah, what?
They show gameplay that's clearly 2D platformer mode with 3D graphics. Then they show gameplay that's third-person shooter in 3D. Then they show top-down. I know this is gonna sound insane, chat. I think they're trying to make Roblox.
What?
Oh no, that's the first thing I thought. Like they even have like a Roblox type guy in there. Like I don't think that's a Konami character.
This is kind of wild. Yeah, it's PC, iOS, and Android. Wow, that's crazy. Why? More like why? What were they thinking?
Jesus.
Thank you, Sarah said Vito. And that is everything, except for we just got major news.
Oh, again?
Drag Drive has version 1.1 update. It now adds local wireless play. It didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, Mario Kart did that big update that sounded like, hey, this is all stuff that should have been at launch. What are you talking about?
No, that Mario Kart World update literally is a pile of things where it's like, oh wow, that seems like that should have been time for it to ship months ago. So that's cool. I'm glad that's out.
Why is Nintendo like this now?
I don't know how you don't finish an $80 fucking game.
Right? Oh, right. It has to be at
Well,
launch.
it needs to fucking come out.
The Switch 2 was certainly delayed enough. I don't think 2 more months would have killed it. It certainly isn't soaring. Whatever. Anyway, let me see if I can get the patch notes real quick because I thought it would be funny to just real quick go over. You can now play Knockout Tour with your friends online by selecting online play 1P from the Knockout Tour, or from selecting it from that menu. Up to 2 players can now play free roam while waiting if the game was full when trying to join friends, playing race, knockout tour, or battle in online play. The free roam now displays the location of P-switches you've run over and peach medallions you've obtained. How is that not at launch? The number one thing you need to communicate is what shit I've gotten when you make a giant game full of collectibles.
Yeah.
In free roam, you can now transform into the character pulled into the UFO. If dash food in settings and controllers is set to doesn't transform, then you will not transform. It's now easier to encounter UFOs in free roam. Did you ever encounter a UFO?
No,
Bob?
I don't know what they're talking about even.
Yeah, me neither. That's exciting. That's exciting to know. But yeah, a bunch of other balance stuff, some nice quality of life things. Aside from that, it's huge. It's a giant list of improvements. A lot of which reads as, this should have been there in the first place. Okay, I'm immortalizing it here and I'm posting the link to this Blue Sky post in the chat so people can go fucking retweet it and shit because I retweeted it before this. I hate this. I hate this so much. So this was about the fucking Sonic Crossworlds thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
And the first one was like a week ago when it leaked. And they're like, wow. They're like, wow, Mega Man and Crossworlds. I wonder what level they will choose to represent Mega. It's going to be Wily too, isn't it? It's going to be Wily Castle too. And then when they announced it, someone just quote posted with that. I was so upset. I was like, God, how is it like this? I feel so abused as a Mega Man fan. It's so stupid. Anyway, there's the links. There's the links. I'm throwing them into chat now. This is fucking clown shoes ass shit. Anyway, let's get rid of that. I'm gonna retweet it one last time so people can get to it. Dan, why didn't you read the handle of the person who made the post? You should go see the post and read the handle.
It's always a good sign.
That's funny as shit. Let's see. Bob and I are playing Lost Soul Aside on a death stream tomorrow. God help us.
Yeah, no, that's...
What a
We're gonna
mistake.
die.
What a nightmare. Why did Chris do this to
I don't
us?
know why Chris has done this to us.
This is so rude. Chris, you're doing something Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. I believe you were teasing at some point 3DS Kirby's.
Yes, I that is the next things on the Kirby journey.
Aggro, what are you up to?
I'm building a car out of chicken bones. but like not in a weird, gross way.
Oh. Would you like to elaborate?
No.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension. Big Think Dimension was possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/gbpodcast, where you can get access to Gamer Premonitions Extras, Armchair Devs Extras, and so much more, including the movie Isolation 119, a real movie about a real guy in a real place. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast.